Don't do all of the wonderful things. Quite frankly, what is up, YouTube? I was fixing y'all's thumbnail so that you're aware this is a debate stream. What's up, YouTube? What's up, TikTok? Like my co-host just said, make sure to double tap that phone screen to try to get to 10,000 likes, repost the live, share the live. Do all of the wonderful things. Make sure to show some love to my co-host. Okay, it's her birthday here in 3.5 hours. Okay, and if you're seeing this on your FYP, you want to scroll by, make sure to join up, say hello, say what's up in the chat. Jesus freak. I don't know why. Jesus, what was that? That's never happened before. Jesus. I forgot what I was saying. If you've seen this on your For You page, you support Trump, jump in the guest box. I'd love to talk to you, love to have a debate with you, love to have a conversation. If you're friendly, tomorrow or on Friday, we're gonna do live a friendly, so make sure you stay tuned for that. If you're over on YouTube, make sure to hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. And if you don't want to watch it on TikTok, make sure to go over to YouTube, link to my bio. And like I said, it is also Reagan's birthday tomorrow. So if you do want to show her some love, her Venmo is in my link tree for a temporary amount of time.
No,
I didn't word that correctly. For a
limited amount of time. Limited time.
No, that's not. I'm not looking for the word like limited. It's like
Time
you don't
being?
know when you're gonna take it off.
Thank you for the heart puff, Ellie.
See, that's how you show love. Quite frankly,
Everyone, I'm turning 52.
I thought it was like 57.
52. You're the one who said how old I'm turning. Thank you for the cake, Ellie. Wait, that's cute. I like that.
You know what? Just for you, I got you. Hold on. I got you. I mean, it's gonna go to me anyway, but for the vibes, we'll do a cake.
Period.
We'll do one wishing cake, but make sure to. So the reason why I'm gonna do it as a gift goal is so that you know which one to do, as if someone wants to show some love. But it's gonna be the wishing cake, okay? Quite frankly, show some love. What's up, guys? As we're starting to load in, double tap that phone screen. Try to get to 10,000 likes. What are we doing? We started this 5 minutes ago. Quite frankly, this is unacceptable. This is the most unacceptable ever in the history of this nation, quite frankly.
Quite frankly, I'm still pissed, actually.
With good reason, quite frankly.
Thank you. I know.
There's 6 people over on YouTube. Oh, wow. There's 22 people over on YouTube. Make sure to hit that thumbs up if you haven't already. We're here to debate Trump supporters. And if you're on YouTube, apparently there's 22 of you. Make sure to come over on TikTok. The name is going to be the same as this one, Jeremias R8297, and debate me. What's up? What's up, Rob? FDT, I see you typed that in the chat. W Rob, W YouTube chat. I appreciate for being here, Rob. We're moving on to the first guest. Yo, what's up? Do you support Trump? Robert, you're gay. Well, that's why you shouldn't support Trump, even if you're part of the LGBTQ community. You said yes?
I mean, to an extent.
Overall, if you could go back in time, who would you vote for, Harris or Trump?
Trump. He had the better tax policy.
Okay, so you voted for a rapist, convicted felon, someone who dragged us into a war, someone who's violated the Constitution, violated human rights, constitutional rights over tax policy. How much do you make a year?
I'm quite comfortable.
How much? More than 400,000?
Yes.
Okay. Well, so yeah, then at that point you're just selfish, right? You voted for you voted for Renee Nicole Good, Keith Porter Jr. to be murdered. You voted for the children in Iran to be murdered.
I don't really
you
care
voted
about Iran.
for the violations.
I don't think that should have happened, but I don't really care that much about it.
So you don't care state-sanctioned murder, right? You don't care about like racial profiling in terms of the government itself.
We're going back to Minnesota.
So you don't care about any of the points that I just mentioned, them violating federal law for pedophiles, violating constitutional laws?
No, the ICE policy is, inefficient and disgusting. I think the brute force policy is not really working. It should be done more gracefully, akin to how President Obama did it with the expedited removals. That way it can be done more officially.
You voted for that, though.
I voted deportations, but I believe due process.
Well, no, I mean, when someone calls all undocumented immigrants the poison in the blood of this country, you know how much hatred that person has towards those undocumented immigrants. I like Obama's immigration
policy. He wasn't too keen on those guys either, and he got more of them out. I think we could do it like him.
But he got more violent criminals out.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. We can do it more like him.
I'm supporting the deportation of violent criminals, not the deportation of undocumented immigrants who haven't committed any violent crimes or bad crimes. But it looks like you are.
No, I'm agreeing with you here. That's what I'm saying. It can be done more gracefully, akin to President Obama's.
Right. So would you think we would be better off under Harris or under Trump?
I just like him's tax policy, man. That's it.
So you're just selfish.
Never said I wasn't.
I mean, you kind of are because you literally said you don't care about Renee Nicole Good being murdered. You
I just said, no. I said I never said I wasn't. You don't need to go do the whole, thing again.
Like he's
You
admitting
said you
he's
don't care.
selfish.
Yeah, nah, we're good now. But like on all of his
Okay,
other
well,
policies suck.
I mean,
I'm sure
I
we'll find
can
more
agree with
things
you.
we agree
So-
on than disagree on.
Well, so here's the thing. I can agree with you. His tax policy does benefit you. Absolutely. But that's just not a good reason to vote for a rapist criminal.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking the civil matter, correct?
He was held civilly liable, yes, for forcefully penetrating Eugene Carroll's vagina, and then he's a convicted felon. 34 felonies of falsifying business records predicate with another crime.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. That's
Okay.
wanted to make sure you weren't going to like hang on to the Epstein files or something. A lot of people do that.
Well. Yo, what's up? Do you support Trump?
Yeah, I did.
How old are you?
Hello?
How old are you?
Yeah, I did. I did.
Yeah, how old are you?
I'm 21.
When's your birth year?
04.
How many hours are in a typical work week? Full time.
40.
Okay. Why do you support
40.
Trump?
His immigration policy.
What about his
But I wonder why
immigration
they
policy?
kept calling him with deporting all illegal, undocumented immigrants.
This sounds
That's a
like
very good thing. It sounds like what?
just continue.
Okay. Do I sound Hispanic? Is that what you're gonna say?
What? This you sound like somebody that I know. His name is Gavin.
Oh no, my name's not Gavin. But anyways, you said that Trump was a rapist. I just want you to see if you can bring me a conviction of him actually being a rapist.
He was what I said was he was held civilly liable for forcibly penetrating Eugene Carroll's vagina with his fingers.
Well, you said
that is known as rape.
Well, you said that I voted somebody that was a rapist. You can't tell me that he has been convicted
So do you think
of being raped.
do you think forcefully penetrating a woman's vagina with your fingers without their consent is rape?
Well, I thought it was sexual abuse. That's why they convicted him.
Do you think that's rape?
No, because it's sexual abuse. That's
Wait,
why
so you don't
they
think
convicted him.
hold on, pause. So you don't think forcefully penetrating
Can
a
you
woman's
show me
vagina
actual
with your
conviction of rape, though?
Pause. I just want to clarify. You don't think forcefully penetrating a
I
woman's
just
vagina
said
with your
no.
fingers is rape?
That is a sexual abuse. That's why they charged him for it. I'm going to listen to the court. I'm going to appeal to the court.
So then you should listen to the judge when he clarified that yes, what Trump did was rape when they changed
I'm going to listen
their
to the
laws.
judge when they charge him with
Hold
sexual
on, wait.
abuse,
So,
not
so
rape.
you're saying? Wait,
Can you
so
please
you're
bring me a
saying-
conviction of rape?
Pause. So you're saying a woman can't like rape anyone? But what's
What?
your definition of rape? What's your definition of rape?
Something that is convicted in a court?
No, what's your definition of rape?
I don't really have a real definition of it.
So if you don't think that forcefully penetrating
Then you raped
someone
somebody,
with your
but you
fingers,
can't bring me a conviction.
hold
Why?
on, pause. If you don't think
That
that
is sexual
forcefully
abuse.
penetrating
That's why they convicted for
someone
him.
with your fingers is rape, then you don't think that for example a woman can't rape a man. You don't think that, right? According to your worldview, right? Because they don't have a penis.
Was it rape then?
It was rape.
then?
Then the judge
Right?
clarified, and even the law was
So why didn't they
fixed
charge him
or
with
was
rape?
adjusted.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Why didn't they charge him with rape then? If it was rape,
Can you
He was held liable.
you're really
of
good at this, man.
sexual
I just wanted to say
assault.
you're really good at this. If it was rape, then why didn't they charge him with rape?
can you
Because at the time, New York law did not classify a man or someone forcefully penetrating someone's vagina with your fingers as rape. That was considered sexual assault.
That's why
It had
they
to
charged
be
him with sexual abuse
Wait,
and not
pause.
Pause.
Yes, it had to be male member, his penis. Okay.
Thank you so much.
You and
for
I,
admitting
you
and
and I
saying
can,
yes.
you
Thank
and I can both agree. You and I can both agree that forcefully penetrating a woman's vagina with, or at least you should agree, but clearly you don't. You said you don't. That forcefully penetrating a woman's vagina with fingers is rape, even if it is not with a penis. It's still rape.
Yeah, I mean, I think we can both agree and look at the court when he was sexually caught with sexual abuse, not rape. Again, you still can't bring me in a conviction of rape. Why?
Because he wasn't convicted of rape.
Because he wasn't convicted of rape. Oh, got him.
But
Dude,
what
you're
he
like
did was rape.
Oh, got him. Anyways,
What
let's
he
talk,
did
about
was
the,
rape?
let's talk about his
No,
policies. about immigration.
Pause.
Was he convicted of rape? Yes or no, brother? Was he convicted of rape?
Okay,
Yes or
so
no,
then
please?
I'll just switch.
Just yes or
over.
no.
Why did you
Just yes or no.
Why did you vote for a sexual assaulter? Why did you vote for someone who sexually assaulted a woman? Like that's any better. Sexually assaulting a woman is not
Because I
any
didn't vote
better
for
than
him for
rape.
sexually assaulting a woman. I voted for his policies. So let's talk about his policies. Undocumented
came up
immigrants,
here.
we all be deported. That's why.
Pause. I'll intellectually fry you and intellectually slaughter you on immigration
Then do it.
here
Go
in
ahead.
a moment.
Go ahead.
Hold on. Pause. If you keep your fifis in your tum tum, little boy, I'll intellectually
You're getting
slaughter you on
upset. I
immigration
got
here
it.
in a second.
I got
So
it.
Let's finish.
You're
Let's
upset.
finish this debate. Hold on. Fifis in your tum tum. Fifis in your tum tum. Count
You're
to 5.
upset.
Take deep breaths. 1.
Just get to the immigration, man. You want to slaughter me in immigration?
Hold on. Wait. Let's
Just
take
get in
a deep breath with
immigration.
me. 3.
You get it? Just get into immigration. Come on.
Breathe
Thomas.
in.
Just
breathe
get into
out.
the immigration part.
Thomas.
Fry me, man.
Breathe in.
Unless you want to
Thomas.
kick me out, but I hope you
Thomas.
don't. Then you look like
Thomas.
you lost.
Thomas.
Breathe
Thomas.
in.
Fry me in the immigration, guys. Come on. I'm still
Breathe
waiting.
out. Breathe in.
To your 23
Breathe
viewers,
out.
he still can't fry me in immigration.
Breathe in.
He just wants to waste time. This is really
Breathe
good.
out.
Thomas, you still haven't acknowledged the fact that like no, he wasn't convicted of rape because one, he wasn't.
Thank you. He
like-
wasn't convicted of rape. Thank you so much. I'm
Yeah.
glad. I hope
Okay,
you can
Thomas,
Quiet coyote.
Thomas, buddy,
Quiet coyote.
buddy. Okay. No, he wasn't convicted of rape. First of all, he wasn't convicted of sexual assault either. He was held civilly liable because it wasn't a criminal case, first of all.
Right.
Second of
Yep.
all, it wasn't considered rape at the time. You keep cutting anybody off before we can get to that point. It wasn't considered rape at the time because the definition of rape has since changed to include forceful penetration with your fingers, not just the
And
male
when did
member.
that change again? What year in that? What was it? When did that change?
Jeremiah, what are you at?
Yeah, it was after the case. It would have been 2024, roughly.
So the definition of rape was changed. So people had different definitions of rape in 2023. Really?
No, the law changed.
that what you guys gonna go
The law changed. Yes.
Really?
Yes. The law changed. And the
In
judge then
2024?
clarified that what Donald
Under
Trump did
like
was
USC
rape.
code?
The judge also clarified what Donald Trump did was rape.
Like a USC code? They changed that? When was this
So,
changed?
hold on, buddy. So can
Okay,
you
and
answer
that's
my
why they
question?
charged him with sexual abuse. Good job.
Can you answer my
Good job.
question? Let's just say like yes, he was.
Can we
held
just talk
civilly
about the
liable.
immigration?
Bro,
man?
Thomas,
Just
can
talk
you
about
shut the
immigration.
fuck up? Can you shut the fuck up?
Thomas, why do you support someone
Oh my
who
gosh.
forcefully
so
penetrated a woman's vagina with his fingers? Why?
Because I didn't vote for somebody with that. I voted with their immigration policy. That's why I'm trying to get into it, but you don't want to.
Thomas, pause. That's like saying you didn't vote for.
I didn't vote for him because of that. I
Pause.
voted for his immigration policy. Duh. Come on. Let's get into it.
Pause. I'll intellectually
Oh
slaughter
my
you here in a
gosh.
second. Take deep breaths with me again, Tom.
Go ahead.
Deep breaths. Can you take a
Just
deep
do
breath?
it. You're
Hold on,
you're scared. You
breathe
can't
in.
tell me about the immigration
Hold on,
policy.
Oh, Thomas,
breathe in.
Please tell me.
Thomas,
Hold on,
do you
hold on,
under?
Thomas?
I think you're just waiting for somebody to kick me out. That's what it is.
No.
You're so
Thomas,
confident in the immigration
Thomas,
part and you don't
no
want to
one's
tell
gonna
me.
kick you out.
Why, man?
Thomas, no one's gonna kick you out. Just
Then
take a deep breath
let's get
with
to the
me. Hold on.
immigration.
I'll drop everything about the whole rape thing if you just take one deep breath with me, okay? Breathe in 3, 2, and if you don't do it, then I'm just gonna keep wanting you to do it. So take a deep breath with me, okay? 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. Breathe out.
Does he not understand? He also came up here and brought it up, not us.
That's a good point.
That's perfectly fine, and yet I
Thomas,
destroyed you in it.
hold
So
on, hold on,
I just want to get into the immigration
Hold
part,
on.
but
Hold on. Did you take a deep
apparently.
breath? Did you take your deep breath? I need a verbal confirmation, yes or no. Or else we're gonna have to do it again. Did you take your deep breath? Yes or no?
Just stop wasting the time, man. Can we just talk about the
That's
immigration?
not a yes or no. Did you take a deep breath?
Can we just get into the immigration? Yes or no?
If I can speak at least 10 words without you interrupting me, and then
we
we'll
just-
pivot to immigration. Deal?
Can we
How
just
about
get
that?
into the immigration?
Give me 30 seconds. Give me
you
30
already
seconds.
said 10 words,
30
brother.
seconds.
I already gave
30
you enough
seconds.
time. We had to do like breath
Cool.
breaks, like
So-
2 minutes. Come on, man.
Right, because your fifis are not in your tum tum.
Yeah, because you can't
So-
really tell me anything about immigration because you want to talk about fifis. There you go. Pivot to
The excuse
fifis.
that you made, about voting for Trump, not for him forcefully penetrating a woman's vagina with his fingers, and you voted for him for his immigration policy. I feel like if you were in 1930s, 1940s Germany, you would say, I didn't vote for Hitler for the genocide. I voted him
look at that.
for
I got
this policy.
I got a gifted. Nice.
Now that I've
Wow.
addressed my points, I'm going to intellectually by the way, I get like 30% of your gift. So you got 0.001 cent. Congratulations.
That's perfectly fine. Somebody
So-
still gifted me. That's
sure,
nice.
Sure. So why do you support his immigration policy? Time for you to get
Very good.
slaughtered
So
intellectually.
that's perfectly fine. Do you agree that Biden had an open border, or he was
No.
for black?
What open border
He did
policy
not?
did Biden have?
He did not have an open border.
What open?
It's funny is that because he didn't really have a policy, he just kind of let everybody in. That's why he lost.
So he didn't have an open border policy.
No, why would he ever create an open border policy though? That makes no sense.
So then
he just kind of let it happen. That's how do you not create a policy and you still let people in?
What is an open border?
When you allow about 10 million people coming into the country, that's why people then voted for that to get them all out of here. I think that's a pretty good idea.
Right? If he allowed 9 million people, it wouldn't have been an open border?
If he allowed 5 million people.
No, 9 million. Don't change my question. If he allowed 9 million,
we can go to 5 million. Still allow those people to come in. Deportable?
Okay, would that be considered an open border?
I would probably say, actually, maybe not that much. But with the amount of sheer numbers that we saw under the Biden administration,
your definition of an open pause. Your definition of an open border was 10 million people let into our country. So if he let 9 million people into our country, would that still be considered an open border? Yes.
Yeah, open border. Well, that's fine. We can go to 1 million,
that's just a contradiction from your definition. So A, you're going to need to give me a new definition, or you're going to need to add. No,
he had an open border. That's why he had about.
But what is an open border? What is an open border?
Oh, now we got to do this again. Oh my gosh. The open border that we saw, which a lot of people actually voted against.
I don't care what we saw. What is an open border?
November in 20. Well, you should care because you lost in 2024.
No, what is an open border? Thomas, just give me your definition.
An open border is that allowing many people come into the country undocumented.
Many. How many is many?
10 million, or let's do 9 million. Let's do 8 million. Let's do 7. Okay, let's do 5. Let's do all of it. It doesn't matter.
So open border that we saw. So then Donald Trump has an open border. Wait, Donald Trump is letting people into the country. He has an open border. What are we doing? What are we doing? Why do you support someone who has an open border, Thomas?
CBS News just posted out many months ago that we have a closed border since the 1970s. We have a negative net migration. What did Joe Biden have?
Thomas, just give me your definition of an open border. Thomas,
oh my gosh, please tell me.
Thomas,
we have a closed border since the 1970s. We haven't had those numbers. This is 1970s CBS News.
Hold on, your cortisol maxing. Can you give me your definition of an open border?
You have failed
to provide. Oh, Thomas, quiet coyote.
Is it wrong to allow people undocumented into the country?
You have 3 strikes. 5, 4.
Oh, you're gonna kick me out because you got mad.
No, you have 3 strikes. From this moment on. So I'm gonna mute you. From this moment on, you have 3 strikes. If you interrupt me 3 times after I finish speaking, and you're gonna get a 5-second countdown each time. After the 3rd time, you will get kicked. Okay.
Okay.
So quiet coyote. Fine. It looks like okay. Quiet coyote. 5.
I don't really care.
You have 4 seconds to stop interrupting you. That's strike 1. 3.
Is it wrong to allow people to come into the country illegally?
1. Perfect. You didn't get a strike there.
Is it wrong to come into the country illegally?
Okay, that's strike 1. That's strike 1. By the way,
guys,
that's strike 1.
Can't really.
You're going to interrupt. So what this is called is interrupt to run. Okay. So my question to you is that you have failed to answer. What is an open border? Give me a definition of an open border.
Great question. What I like to see when I see an open border is I look at the Biden administration. When I saw 10 million people come into the country,
did I ask for an example? I asked for a definition.
That's my definition. Why are you upset?
Your definition of the Biden administration's border.
Your definition.
I'm going to appeal to the Biden administration. Your great administration had a big, wide open border that allows so many undocumented.
But you're using the definition. So I asked you for the definition of open border, and you said an open border is the open border that Biden Harris had. You're using the same word that I'm asking you to define.
This is an example.
So
what an open border is.
I didn't ask for an example. I asked for a definition.
Illegal aliens coming to the country, how we saw under the Biden administration.
Okay, but that's an example. What is an open border?
Okay. Is that wrong? Do you get the example? Yes or no?
Sure. I'm asking you for a definition. I'm not asking you for an example. A definition.
Do you get my example? Yes or no?
I'm asking you for a definition. Do you know what a definition is? What's the difference between a definition and an example?
Do you get my example though?
I can understand. I'm able to hear and comprehend the example that you are providing, but I don't think you're able to comprehend.
So then you understand my example.
Pause. The question that I asked you is for a definition, not an example.
Did Joe Biden allow a lot of illegal immigrants to come into the country?
Did Joe Biden
allow many illegal immigrants come into the country then? Yes or no?
What is an open border?
An open border is when you allow many illegal immigrants to come into the country unvetted.
How many?
Did Joe Biden do that?
How many?
Yes
How many undocumented immigrants?
It could be 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, it could be 4 million, it could be 5 million, it could be 6 million, it could be 10 million.
So did
Joe Biden allow undocumented immigrants coming to the country in sheer numbers? Yes or no?
So then what you're saying here is that Donald Trump had an open border policy in his first term. Yes?
I don't care about his first term, and no, he really didn't at all.
Wait,
So-
but Donald Trump had more border encounters on his last year of his first term than Joe Biden did on his last year.
Oh, border encounters. Oh, encounters at the border? And how many of those went into the country?
There were still millions of people coming in under the Trump administration first term.
Border encounters, though. What's the difference between a border encounter and somebody that was in the country illegally?
Right. So what we're seeing here, a border encounter is just someone. It's just going to be in the name, someone who was encountered at the border by immigration officers, or not
And
immigration.
can they be
officers,
turned
by
away or
Border
is it
Patrol.
no?
One more
Can they
time.
be turned away?
Can they be turned away?
away?
Yes, they can.
Perfect. Okay. So you said
so
something
back to
about
what I
border.
was saying, back
I
to
haven't
what-
heard
back to
anything
what I
about
was
people coming
saying.
into the country like Joe Biden.
Back
did.
to what I was
Okay.
saying. Back to what I was saying. Can you agree that undocumented immigrants came into America under Trump's first term? Yes,
Through what?
through undocumented means.
Like crossing the border?
Any undocumented means. We're talking about in general undocumented immigrants.
People can seek asylum. So I'm trying to clarify
What the
because
fuck
I know
what-
you're
what?
going to try to
no,
do this.
asylum seeking is legal. We're talking about, did people come into this country
If somebody comes to the
undocumented?
country illegally and they seek asylum, they can still be deported. So
Okay,
technically
no.
not
Did
really.
people come into this country undocumented under Trump's first term?
I really don't know, honestly.
Yes, they did, and that's ridiculous for the fact that
Who
you
was
think they
worse, under
didn't.
Biden or Trump? Who was worse,
Okay,
Biden or Trump?
So now we can get into the conversation. Now that you agreed that both, under your definition, Trump and Biden had open borders, now we can talk about why I disagree with your definition and what the difference is between what is going on with Biden in terms of immigration and Trump in terms of immigration. I just want to point out for the people that are watching, you weren't able to provide me an immigration policy of Donald Trump's. You were just pivoted to Biden. I just want to point that out there. But I'll address what you
An
said.
immigration policy?
So yes.
What immigration? What immigration
pause.
policy that Joe Biden had then?
No, that's a
But
pivot. We're
Joe
not talking about
Biden, but
Biden. We're
Joe
talking about
Biden.
Trump.
Okay,
If
so
you want
what,
to talk
what
about
immigration
so
policy that they had?
you said you would intellectually, like you said you would beat me,
What-
like I was scared
what
to debate you.
immigration policy that Joe Biden
But
had
when I
that-
asked you
that
for
Trump
your
didn't?
immigration policy, you just pivoted to Biden, and that's fine. We can talk about Biden because, like I said, I will intellectually
I'm
slaughter you
still
on
confused
any
at what
topic that
immigration
you try
policy
to
that Trump
debate me
created,
on.
because I don't think
because
he
you're
ever
a
created
stupid
one.
motherfucker. Okay, you're dumb.
Oh, you're
dumb.
upset. You're upset. Oh,
No, I'm
you're
not upset. So-
Yes,
so
you are.
me-
I
so-
have never once used a curse word at you. And you're
So
upset.
I can prove
This
how
is the
you're dumb.
Democratic
So
Party,
pause.
ladies and gentlemen. They get
Pause.
upset.
So I can prove. So me saying that you're stupid is not me getting upset. Me saying you're stupid.
You
is
calling me a
fact, and I can
motherfucker
prove-
is getting you
And,
upset.
and
That's
I
what it
can.
is.
Yeah, you're a stupid motherfucker, and I can prove how you're
Got
a
it,
stupid
yeah.
motherfucker.
This is funny.
So you're
This is so
saying.
funny.
So here's your argument. You're saying millions of people came under the Biden-Harris administration, and this is how I'm going to prove how you're a stupid motherfucker.
Yes or no?
You're saying that
Did that
millions of
happen, though?
people. You're
Yes or no?
saying
Did that
millions of
happen?
people came under the Biden-Harris administration unvetted, unchecked, and that's why you think he had an open border policy. That's false. So what we in that instance, an open border policy would just be anyone coming into the country that isn't necessarily checked or vetted at all times, right? That would be
Illegally,
necessarily
though,
under your
correct?
view something that's an open border policy. So
Illegally,
when we're
though,
referencing here, the millions of people that came into the country, the numbers estimate from 5 million to 20 million. Now 20 million is a more conservative estimate, and 5 million is a more liberal estimate. Now let's meet you in the middle. Let's say yes, 10 million people did come into the country unvetted, unchecked under the Biden-Harris administration.
Is that wrong,
What I'll
yes
ask
or
you
no?
here, what I'll ask you here to prove one more time.
I
how
just
you're
want to know: is
stupid-
that wrong? Yes or no?
what I'll ask you here to prove how you're a stupid
Is that wrong,
motherfucker.
yes or no?
How did Joe Biden?
Is that wrong? Yes or no?
Hold on, pause. You don't want me to prove how you're stupid, right? I made the claim. hold on.
You
I
can
made-
ask
I
this
made-
question and then
I
I'll
made-
answer your question.
I made the claim you're stupid.
I just
Let me
wanna-
prove
yes
how
or
you're
no, that's
stupid.
it.
I made
Is
the
that
claim
bad,
you're
yes or
stupid. Let
no?
me prove how you're stupid.
10 million
I made
people
the claim
coming
you're
into the country
stupid. Let me prove
undocumented.
how you're stupid.
Is that bad,
So,
yes or no?
How did Joe Biden what did he do? Why did 10 million
He
people
didn't
come across the country
He didn't
illegally?
do anything. That's what he did. He didn't do anything.
He didn't do
So
anything.
is that bad? Yes or no? I just answered your question because he didn't do anything to protect our borders. He didn't put more border patrols at all. So yes or no? Is that bad to allow 10 million people to come in the country undocumented? You admit it, 10 million. Is that bad? Yes or no?
Well, I didn't say exactly. It's like a rough end. I'll just meet you in the
Okay,
middle. We'll
okay.
just say
Then what do
10
you want to
million.
do? Then 5 million? Is that bad? Yes or no?
Well, we can say 10 million because
Okay, 10
liberal
million. Is
estimates
that
say
bad,
5
yes or no?
million.
Is that bad,
Conservative
yes or
estimates
no?
say 20 million. So
Is that bad,
what
yes or
we're- So undocumented entry, what the mass surge of undocumented entry that happened.
10
in the
million
Biden
people, is that bad, yes or
administration-
no?
So what
Just
the
yes
mass
or no,
surge,
man, that's it.
I'll just have to restart my claim if you keep on interrupting.
So
me.
I just asked him.
I'll just
10
restart
million
my
people,
claim.
which he admitted to me was, let's say, rough. We'll meet in the middle. 10 million people came into the country undocumented under Joe Biden. I'm asking you, is that bad? Yes or no? I just want a simple yes or no, and then you can keep on going.
So the massive surge that happened under Joe Biden was not bad.
So is that bad? Yes or no? 10 million people.
Did you just?
Because you just said to me, 5 million is about liberal,
Hold on,
20 million is about
can you-
conservative, but
can you
I'll meet
repeat
you
what
in
I
the
just
middle and
said?
I'll do 10
Hold on,
million. I'll do 10
hold on,
million.
Thomas,
So
Thomas.
is that bad? 10 million, yes or no?
I'll just repeat.
Ladies and gentlemen, he
Massive
can't
surge.
answer a simple
Thomas,
question. These are the
buddy,
liberals
buddy,
out here that are
calm
voting in
down.
our elections.
Hey, you're getting
This is why
upset.
they
You're
get
getting
upset.
upset. Calm down.
They
Calm
can't
down.
answer my
Calm
question. I
down.
just simply
Calm
asked for a simple yes or no. I'm appealing to him. I said 10 million. Maybe let's go 5 million. Liberals, right?
Okay,
Liberals.
so
Let's just go 5 million, and he doesn't want to answer my question. I still haven't gotten an
Typically-
answer.
hold on.
My answer
Hold on.
question. Yes or no? I will ask one more
I did
time.
answer your question. Jesus.
No, you didn't. What did you say again? Yes or no? What was the
Would you
question?
like me to just play? Hold on. Do you want me to just play it back? I'll play it back if you can just.
Did you answer the
half a
question?
second.
Do then 5 million, is that bad? Yes or no? Well, 10 million people come in the country undocumented. You admit it, 10 million. Is that bad? Yes or no?
Well, I didn't say exactly. It's like a rough end because
Okay,
the
10
liberal
million.
has
Is
to
that
say
bad?
5
Yes or
million.
no? Is that
Everyone
bad?
has
Yes or
to
no?
say 20 million. So
Is that bad?
what
Yes or
we're-
no?
So undocumented entry with the mass surge of undocumented entry that happened.
10 million
in
people, is that bad? Yes or
administration.
no?
So what
Just yes or no, man. That's it.
I'll just have to restart my claim if you keep on interrupting.
So
me.
I just
So
asked him,
I'll just
10
restart
million
my
people,
claim.
which he admitted to me, was, let's say, rough, we'll meet in the middle. 10 million people came into the country undocumented under Joe Biden. I'm asking you, is that bad? Yes or no? I just want a simple yes or no, and then you can keep on going.
So the massive surge that happened under Joe Biden was not bad.
That was a response. Maybe you didn't pay
That's
attention
not
because
bad?
you were too emotional.
It's not bad. That's what you said?
Hold on.
I just
pause.
want to know, is that
Pause,
not
pause.
bad then, right?
So after hearing back the replay, can you agree that yes, I did answer your question, and maybe you just didn't hear it because you're just too yap.
So,
All you
no,
want to do
right?
is
That
talk
was your
and you
answer?
listen to yourself. But you can agree I did answer your question, right?
You said no, though. Was that your answer?
Can you agree I did answer the question?
Well, I just want to verify. Did you say no?
I did say no.
Okay, perfectly. Why did then everybody
Perfect.
decide to not
Perfectly
vote
doesn't make
for
any
Kamala
sense.
Harris?
Wait, hold on. Pause.
Why?
Pause. Can you agree that I did answer your question?
Yes, you did. That's why I asked. I said you said
So when
no.
you were
and
saying I didn't answer your question, that was a lie.
well, no, it wasn't a lie because you didn't really
don't
answer
talk
it at
too
all
much.
until then.
Well,
But
maybe
you said
don't
no.
talk
Perfect.
too much, and you would hear
10
my
million
answer.
people. 10 million people is not bad for you. Was it bad
No.
for the rest of the United States when they voted for Trump in 2024?
No, and I'll explain
was not?
how. So the reason why the
So
massive
then why did you
surge-
guys lose?
people can have opinions, and yes, people thought that the massive surge under Joe Biden was bad, but in reality, it wasn't bad, and I'll tell you how. The massive surge under Joe Biden was actually
It
a
wasn't bad.
benefit.
Oh my God.
So the massive surge under Joe Biden was actually a great benefit, not only in terms of culture and the diversity of our culture, but in terms of the economy.
Nobody cares about
in terms of crime rate. So in terms of the massive surge, which estimates roughly show are
Crime
10
rate?
million people. Give me a second. In terms of
Okay, go
immigration, so in terms of the massive surge immigration that happened under Joe Biden, roughly 10 million people, we'll just stick with that estimate. Because of that massive surge, within the next 10 years, there's going to be they're going to contribute 1.1 to 1.7 trillion dollars to our GDP. They're going to pay $100 billion in taxes every year. They're going to pay $20 billion into Social Security without getting anything in return. They're going to pay $6 billion in Medicaid without getting anything in return. So economically, the massive surge was a fucking boom. It was fucking amazing economically. Okay?
That's my problem
And now,
here.
in terms of crime rates, hold on.
Oh, no,
Hold on,
let's
in
stick to
terms-
that
hold
point.
on.
I like that point. I like the taxes point. I like the tax point. This is really good. So you say they're going to give us, what was the number again? 1.1?
1.1 to 1.7 trillion dollars.
And they don't get nothing in return, correct?
No. So I said they pay into Social Security $22 billion without receiving anything from Social Security, and they pay into Medicaid without
yeah.
receiving any Medicaid. That's
Yeah,
what I
thank you
said.
for admitting to me that we've been exploiting these illegal immigrants just for
Yes, we
your
have.
benefit. That is absolutely the most embarrassing thing for you to got to say. Why in the world
we
then
have.
would use them?
We have.
We would
I agree.
exploit them to pay for
I
our
agree.
GDP, and we won't give them a certain thing. Are you kidding me?
I agree.
No, deport them back. So
No, I know. Make them
congratulations
citizens.
for
Hold on.
telling me.
Wait. Why would we do mass deportation if it harms our economy? Why don't we just make them citizens so that they
Because
have
I would
access
not
to this
exploit
program? Wait.
them.
Pause.
I don't
pause,
wanna
pause,
exploit
pause.
them.
So wait. Pause. You don't want to exploit them. Neither do I. Let's make them U.S. citizens so that we're able to have them get these programs, and not only that, keep our 1.1 to 1.7 trillion dollars into our GDP, but extend it even more because now even more people are going to be citizens and even more people are going to be paying into the economy. So not only would that fix the problem of exploiting them because they would have access to benefits and have access to the like state minimum wage, they won't be exploited, but we would also get even more money into our economy compared to mass deportation, which is the worst thing and the most anti-American thing.
I totally agree. I would love for these people to become citizens, but I'm not going to exploit them just for you so you can get a GDP just for you so you can say, we got a big economic boom by illegal immigrants.
You agree with
mass
amnesty?
Funny and embarrassing.
You agree with mass amnesty then?
No, absolutely not. All of them? No, they need to go through a process, which we would open them up to.
Violent or bad criminals. Yes, they're going to go through a process. They're here undocumented. Let's not deport them. Let's get them through a process to vet them and say you're going to become a resident or a citizen.
We're not going to do what Joe Biden when you admitted to me 10 million of those people come into the country. I'm not okay with 10 million of those people
who aren't violent criminals or bad offenders. So you agree with mass amnesty, right?
No, absolutely not. My God, no.
Oh my God.
But you agreed with what I just said.
I agree that these people should become citizens for sure. Not 10 million of them. Absolutely not.
Okay, why not? Would you rather have mass amnesty or mass deportation?
I'd rather have mass deportations for sure.
Okay, so give me. I'll talk in about 45 seconds. I'll try to speak fast. If you can't understand me, I'll slow down. But I'm going to bring 4 points here, and they'll be quick. Just don't interrupt me here. So this is the reason why you should support mass amnesty and not mass deportation. I'll point out the flaws in mass deportation. According to economists, according to economists, and I'm going to give you my sources here. I'm reading off my Google Doc. Pile American Immigration Council Joint Economic Committee, and Pile Joint Economic Committee. Roughly, removing 11 million unauthorized people would cause the GDP to drop 4 to 7%, a similar collapse seen in 2008. One project finds that deporting 8 to 11 million people, we agreed on 10 million, would drop the GDP again 4.2 to 6.8%, roughly 1.1 to 1.7 trillion dollars. Even in smaller scenarios, it would still cause a 1 to 2% GDP drop. And research suggests for every 500,000 immigrants removed, 44,000 U.S.-born workers will lose their job. Right, so we're going to have less jobs for American citizens born here, born and raised here. Construction costs were to go up. Labor, materials, and permits would spike along with groceries and rent. Prices in affected industries could jump 7 to 9% nationwide if millions of workers vanish. And then the statistics that I gave you, they pay roughly 100 billion. They pay 22 billion to Medicaid, 22 billion to Social Security, and 5 billion to Medicaid. Okay. So that's why you should not support mass deportation, because it's going to harm our economy, because it's going to raise crime rates, and because it's going to decrease the amount of jobs available. The reason why you should support mass amnesty, it's because more people are going to be in our economy. It's going to create more jobs, and it's going to bring more money into our economy. And because then you don't have to exploit these workers because they're citizens. I don't know. I think my idea is the best idea out there. It's the most pro-American idea.
Well, so this is where the two things that I found in your argument that was absolutely garbage that we've actually seen by this administration. Number two, you said murder rates or crime rates are going to go down. I'm sorry. We've been deporting a lot of these criminal aliens. And what do we have seen? We've seen a 20% net negative decrease in murder. That's probably one of the biggest that we've seen and drop it so far since what was it, like the 1900s or something like that. And number two, we have seen actually reporting that our renters in these big cities are starting to become a little bit more affordable. Why? It's because they're deporting the illegal aliens that are renting them. Oh, so I'm sorry, but the rent is what all of a sudden you're saying is going to go what expensive, and we're going to deport these people? Why would that even happen? If we're going to be deporting many of these people who are renting these units, then it's definitely going to be a lot cheaper and affordable for Americans to then rent them out. I think, and we have seen that already.
Cool. So you made crime rates, affordability, and cheaper, and then you said that we've already seen these. So crime rates. So now you're conflating two arguments here. The reason why crime rates have dropped is because of the National Guard that happened. Not only that, since 2023, crime rates were on a decrease, okay? Washington, D.C. Was on a decrease in crime rates, okay? But then Donald Trump sent the National Guard, and yeah, that eliminated most of the crime, but that's a violation of the 10th Amendment. So undocumented, I'll just give you the facts here.
The violation of the 10th Amendment? What are you talking about?
Overreach of power, yes.
Well, when was he convicted of that then?
He wasn't convicted of that.
So then, how is it a violation of the 10th Amendment?
Because it's
was
an
that in court?
overreach of power. If you don't know how the law works, so if you
No,
don't
this
know, I'll just
person-
explain to
you
you
can
real
teach
quick
me,
how the
though.
law works.
Can you
explain
then
to
show me
real
where?
quick. Pause. I'll explain to you quick how the law works. So
Can he,
a governor has
can
to
he
consent.
deploy
A
the
governor has
National
to
Guard
consent.
for a matter of certain days, man? Can he deploy the National Guard?
A governor has to consent. Now, DC is. We're not going to talk about DC because DC technically
No, let's
can
talk
do
about
that.
DC.
and-
Let's talk about, you brought up DC. Let's talk about DC now. So I
Okay,
got
yeah,
you in a
so-
hole. So let's talk about DC. So
If
can
DC,
the National Guard be
hold on,
deployed
pause,
under the
pause.
President of the
I'll just
United
repeat what I
States
said about DC.
in DC?
I'll just repeat it. Hold on, wait. You want to talk about DC? I'll just repeat my claim. In Washington D.C., since 2023, crime rates were already on a downward trend. This was in 2020.
And it was a lie that they were changing some of the numbers. No way you
And what's
didn't
your
read
source?
that news source.
What's your source?
AP News.
AP News. What's the title?
I would remember the freaking title.
You
But
want me to look it up?
Washington.
Hold on, wait. Go look it up.
You can actually can you look it up for me? Can you
What's the
actually
title?
look up on your computer? I don't know the
what's the
title.
title?
I already said that. So can you look
what do
up
you want me to look up?
Washington D.C. Police Department or Washington D.C. Changed their numbers and crime rate investigation under the Trump administration.
You're saying Trump changed the numbers? Oh wow! Why did Trump change the numbers?
Under Trump administration. I didn't say Trump changed the numbers. Where are you getting that?
Well, under his administration. Wait, why did they change the numbers?
I don't. That's why I'm asking you. Why did Washington D.C. change the numbers? I don't know. It's
And what
kinda
numbers
crazy,
did they
though.
change? How much did they change?
Look it up. You're on your computer right now. Find it.
So what? Like, I'm looking here. You want me to look at? You said AP News, right? So I'll just add AP News at the end. Let's see. So what AP News? So I'll tell you what AP News is telling me. The first article that pops up: fact focus. Trump exaggerates, misstates facts on Washington.
That's not my
crimes.
claim.
So
Sure, I would concede.
hold on. I
I'll concede to that. I just want you to look up. Did Washington
pause.
D.C. change their numbers in crime?
Hold on. Pause. I searched up Washington D.C. changed their numbers in crime rates. Investigation under Trump admin AP News. That's the first thing that came up. Let's look at the second thing. Trump gets it wrong, claiming no murders in D.C. Oh, that's the second article. Let's keep going down. Let's see. Since I want to do your homework for you, there's a video. It's the same one. Let's see. The fourth one. Justice Department probing whether D.C. police falsified. Okay, maybe this is the one you're talking about. Let's click on it. Trump's Justice Department is investigating whether D.C. police officers falsified crime data. Now, this was in August 19, 2025. The Justice Department had opened an investigation to whether police officials in Washington, D.C. have falsified data to make crime rates appear lower than they are, according to two people familiar with the probe who aren't authorized to publicly discuss during an open investigation. The investigation comes amid an escalating and potential showdown between the Trump administration and the city over control of the police department. It wasn't immediately clear what federal laws could have been violated by the possible manipulation of crime data. President Donald Trump claimed that the violent crime in Washington is getting worse as he ordered a federal takeover of the city's police department, flooding the streets with hundreds of National Guard members. But he exaggerated or misstated facts about public safety in Washington, where crime rates have fallen in recent years. Mayor Bowser office declined to comment on the investigation. A spokesperson for U.S. Attorney said in Washington didn't respond to any email seeking comment. The New York Times was the first to report on this investigation. So I'm assuming that's the title that you saw really quickly, and you're like, oh my God, they're investigating the past administration because they were lying about crime data. No, this is about Trump misconstruing the crime data. And I just read the entire
I don't
news
care.
article.
Hold on. You just admitted to me that the Trump administration didn't really have his facts right when it comes to the crime rate.
Yes, they
I don't
lied.
care about that.
Trump
Sure, I can concede
Trump
to that.
lied about
Sure.
the crime rate.
Sure. Is the investigation? Is there still an investigation right now about the where DC are lying about the numbers? Which you admitted to me, yes or no?
But
I just want to
the
make
point
sure.
is, according to this article,
but yes or no?
According to this article, according to this article, Donald Trump and his administration lied about how low they are. That's what would be the investigation.
Is there investigation? Is there investigation about it?
If like, I mean,
Is there investigation about it?
I could hold on because you think you got me, but hold on. I could 100% believe that Donald Trump and his administration falsified numbers on the crime data. Like I could 100% believe that. Yes.
Wait, how did
absolutely?
Wait, show me where
I just read to you the entire article. Yes,
Trump
I
falsified the numbers.
believe you.
Wait, did Trump
But the
go
thing-
in
the-
DC?
I don't
and
know
look
why
went
you
into the
did
police
this.
department and
Fucked
changed
you
the numbers?
over. This
Yes or
fucked
no?
you. Donald,
Did that
yes,
happen?
his administration falsified the numbers.
Did that happen? You just said Trump just absolutely falsified the numbers. Did Trump go into DC crime data and then
No,
then
I said
he-
his
he made it
administration.
reduce it, the
His
numbers?
administration falsified the numbers. What are we doing? That
Oh, by
you
publicly
fucked up
saying
so
that the crime
bad.
rate went down?
Buddy,
No, there's still an
bruh.
investigation. Why are they investigating it? Wait,
Why
read
would
it
you
again. Why are
bring
they
that up?
investigating?
You know they're investigating.
Why are they doing an investigation?
They're
You
inve-
just admitted to me that the DC police are changing the numbers. Why
Under
are they doing an
Trump's term.
investigation then?
They're changing. They're changing
Yes,
the
under
numbers
Trump's
to make
terms.
Hold on,
Thank you so
hold on, hold
much.
on.
Thank you.
Hold on. They're changing. I don't think he gets it. They're changing the numbers to make it seem lower than they actually are.
Who did?
His administration are changing the numbers to make it seem lower than they actually are.
In what way?
I don't
In what way?
didn't even know about this investigation.
Read it. Read it again.
I read to you
Read
the
it
entire
again.
article. Were you not paying attention? The DOJ has opened an investigation into whether police
change the numbers?
officials
Did
into whether police officials
police
in
officials?
Washington.
Oh my gosh! Oh, police officials, and you were talking about the Trump administration changing the numbers, not the police officials.
Which admin
Got
under,
it.
which admin? Hold on, pause. Washington D.C. Who has authority over?
You guys
the
are really
police
good at
department?
this. You guys got a lot of good ones. You guys got a lot of good Democrats out here. So you just admitted the police officials that they're
Okay,
doing
so-
an investigation under the police officials when they actually lied about the numbers. Correct? Yes or no?
Okay, so then that just goes to
Oh,
my
wait, what?
point.
Yeah, wait,
That-
just
that
yes or
just
no?
goes to my point.
Did you just cited that the police officials are changing the numbers? Yes or no?
No. I don't know if it's.
Wait, read it again then. Wait, read it again. Don't lie to yourself.
I can't say 100. I can't say it's 100% proven. The Justice Department has opened an investigation into whether police officials in Washington D.C. have falsified data to make crime rates appear lower than they are.
So
goes
that
into
wasn't
my
the Trump
point.
administration, though. That wasn't the Trump administration, though, correct? I just want you to backtrack that statement because you said it was the Trump administration changing the numbers. So you just admitted to me now that it wasn't the Trump administration. I just want you to say that right now for your 34 viewers that it wasn't the Trump administration. Can you just be honest, though, please?
Cool. So
Yes or no?
I'll address what. Hold on, buddy. I'll address what you said. Just let me make a quick point here. So this is what I meant by you're gonna get absolutely intellectually slaughtered because let's say I admit I'm not gonna admit it yet because I can make an argument for it. But let's say I say okay, it wasn't the Trump administration. It was police officials who allegedly falsified the data to make crime rates lower than they appear. That goes to my points. That means that the data that we have now, or the data that we had in 2025, wasn't the accurate data, and the crime rates were actually higher.
By police officials, right?
But let's just say hypothetically, yes,
Okay,
by police
yeah,
officials.
hypothetically, let's say that. Is that wrong? Yes or no?
Is it wrong to falsify the yes?
Yes, thank you. So, oh my gosh, I just got you to admit to me. Thank you. You were slaughtered me, brother. You slaughtered me. Look at you smiling. I love this, and I just took a screenshot of this. This is
Put it
Oh,
as
you're
your
in his
background
camera roll,
statement.
Jeremiah.
you're gonna
Put
be
it-
my
put it as
camera
your background
Jeremiah.
statement.
I just got you to admit, and you
Hold
slaughtered
on, wait, take another
me.
one. Wait, take another one. Take another
another.
one.
I got you. Ready? Oh, do you want to go on camera? EA? Do you want to go on camera or no?
No, I'm laying in bed.
Okay, hold
another one.
on.
Hurry up.
Okay, ready?
Hurry up.
1, 2, 3. Jeremiah, you're my camera roll, brother. Thank you so much. man.
Perfect.
This
All right.
is so cute.
So
It is
so
cute
don't-
though, but
hold on.
I will.
Just
You can
Thomas,
finish your
Thomas,
point.
Thomas.
Let me. You'll finish your point, and then I have to go though. But you can go ahead,
So-
and I won't say the last word. Go ahead.
I don't think you know the argument that you were making because I was never arguing that falsifying data was wrong. I never said that this didn't happen. I never said that this wasn't wrong. Okay, falsifying data is wrong. The thing is, this happened under whose term? Who was president? Trump. Now, whether it was Trump who directed it, we don't know. Okay, whether it was someone from his administration who directed it, we don't know. But the fact is, crime rates in 2025 may have been falsified, meaning that they led you to believe that crime rates were lower in 2025 for the first time in 100 years, like you claimed, but they were actually falsified and higher than they actually said. That would be on my point. That would mean crime rates did not actually decrease as much as they did.
And crime rates in the United States?
overall have been.
I'm talking about the Washington D.C. because we're talking about Washington.
Yes, we're talking about DC.
But-
We're talking about DC.
Yeah.
On DC, they allegedly falsified the data under Trump's term, which means that crime rate was actually higher in 2025 than we actually thought with the data, which goes on to my point. Okay, you're arguing that he lowered the crime rate, but actually they falsified that data allegedly, according to this investigation. I don't know if you know what you're arguing.
No, I'll
You made
finish
my
it with
point
this.
perfectly for me.
No, because you already admitted to me that falsifying the police crime is wrong, and that's what they're investigating.
I never said it wasn't. If you would have asked me that question to begin with,
it said it was. You said it was.
Hold on.
But Washington
I said
D.C.
it was.
When you said
wait, hold on. When did I say it wasn't wrong?
you said it was wrong.
Yes.
Yes.
If you would have asked me that question, I would have said to begin with, like, yes, that's wrong.
Okay, then
Like, why
that's
did you-
what we
what
already
was the
established.
point of that?
We already established.
What was
that.
the point of that?
We already established that you know that Washington D.C. and I'm just talking about Washington D.C. now. Okay, when you say, well, then now they could be falsifying all throughout the United States. I'm just only talking about Washington D.C. here, and Washington D.C. is a very small number compared to the rest of the United States that we have in all the other states. But when I say that there is a police investigation going on because they believe that police officer or the police officials are falsifying records in Washington D.C., you're saying, well, there's a crime reduction in Washington D.C., but they come to find out that they're actually then falsifying them and making the crimes look a lot more lesser than what they are. So that was my whole argument. But
No,
but I do have to go. But you can have the last. You can have the last
No,
one.
you're running.
I already said I had to go, man.
No, don't run.
I just said I had to go,
No.
brother.
So you don't even know what investigation. This investigation is investigating the crime rates in 2025. Who was president in 2025?
Donald Trump was.
Precisely. So we're not talking about when I made the claim that the crime rates were on a decrease, were decreasing since 2023. That's facts. But what we are allegedly now finding out, or were finding out, is that the crime rates in only 2025 may have been falsified. Okay, which means the crime rates in 2025 may not have been the lowest they have, like the claim you made, since the 1900s.
I was talking about the whole rest of the United States. Washington, D.C. is going to play a very small number into the rest of the United States. I hope you would understand that at least. But anyways, Jeremiah, thank you so much. I got you my camera roll, brother. So I will definitely keep on looking at that, all right?
I hope you look at it every night.
Why would okay? That's a little weird, but you take care, brother.
It's fine.
I did. You can agree. I intellectually destroyed you, right? I intellectually.
No, I got you
slaughtered
to admit I you a lot of things, and it's funny is that because you
Wait,
even
hold on, what
admitted
did you
that
get me to admit?
masturbation was a lot, but masturbation
What did
was
you get me to admit?
harmful.
Wait, what did you get me to admit?
That 10 million people is not very. Oh, actually, no, you did admit that 10 million people illegally come into the country is a good thing, and that we should definitely allow that, which is weird.
No, I didn't say we should
Nobody
allow
actually
that.
agreed with you in November.
I didn't say we should allow
2024.
that. No, I didn't say that.
But it's fine though. I'll keep looking at it, Jeremiah. Thank you, man. You guys really got to go.
You got intellectually slaughtered. Run away. Tuck between your tails. Tuck your tails between your
That's why
legs.
you
Run
called me a
away, you
motherfucker, 'cause
coward.
you got upset.
You're a beta
I never
cuck.
once
You're
got
a
upset at
beta
you.
cuck.
That's so
Quite
funny.
frankly, you're a beta cuck. Run away. Tuck
He
your tail.
called me a
Tuck your tail
motherfucker because he
between your
got
legs.
upset. Got it. I never once.
I'm not upset.
used a
You're running
curse
away.
word.
I want to continue the conversation.
That's so funny. That's so funny.
I want to continue the
Thank you,
conversation.
Jeremiah. You have a good one. To the 27 people in this live, you guys got a good one on here. This was really good. But once you start asking questions, the world you starts to fall apart. It is absolutely embarrassing.
Nothing of my
Good
job,
argument fell
guys. Good-
apart.
Bro, Thomas.
In fact, he
You have a
agreed.
good one.
You agreed
Thank
with
you.
me on mass amnesty.
That's so-
You agreed.
You're
You
embarrassing.
agreed with me on mass amnesty. And he ran. He got intellectually slaughtered. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, that was something, wasn't it?
Yeah. He would literally say something, somebody would start speaking and he'd cut them off whenever he heard what he wanted to hear and be like, oh yeah, I was right, you were wrong, but wouldn't let anybody finish their fucking sentence.
Yo, what's up? Do you support Trump?
No, I don't.
You're like 10. Jesus. What's up, YouTube? What's up, TikTok? We're back. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to that conversation, mainly because, Jesus, I genuinely wanted to intellectually slaughter him, and I kind of did, but when he ran away, obviously, that's what cowards do whenever they get intellectually slaughtered. Make sure to double tap that phone screen, hit that follow button if you haven't already. Make sure to follow my two co-hosts up here. Hit that repost button, hit that share copy link, do all the wonderful things, and it's Reagan's birthday here tomorrow. Well, let's do a quick 5-minute birthday stream to show some love to Reagan. Make sure to follow Reagan. Send her gifts, and her Venmo was also in my link tree if you guys want to show some actual support, some actual love to her, quite frankly. So make sure to do that for me. It's her birthday tomorrow. I would greatly appreciate that. And if you want to come over here on YouTube, people on TikTok, come over to YouTube. It's better on YouTube, quite frankly. We had like 50 people on YouTube earlier. Now, the conversation got a little insufferable, so.
It was insufferable from the beginning, let's be real.
True, but that's... I made him run away, quite frankly. That was satisfying. That was really satisfying. That was really satisfying.
Yeah, he really got his point across by cutting you off every 2 seconds.
I mean, I don't even mind that. Like, it was just satisfying to see him run away. Like, that was just so satisfying.
Bro, I don't know how you deal with the interrupting. I would have kicked him about 20 minutes ago.
I would have yelled. I can't deal with that.
They like it when you yell. You have to keep your calm because it makes them really mad. If you talk to them like this, they get really mad.
Yeah, but then I get rage baited and I scream.
No, it's just their cortisol maxing. It's been a pretty good day today. So, just cortisol levels are low.
I self-tanned and I'm pretty orange right now.
Bro, I wanted to self-tan. I finally gave I'm not gonna say that on live, but wait.
Why was a guy making fun of you last week of your canes?
Dude, that was the one who kept talking about
vaginas. Yeah.
Yes.
Again, please show some love to Reagan. It's her birthday tomorrow. It's she's turning 57 years old.
52.
52. I'm so sorry. She's turning 52 years old. Her Venmo is in my link tree.
This is true.
Let's do a birthday stream. What's the goal? You $1.67. That's the goal.
Okay. There is a birthday cake gift as well, apparently.
Don't send it to me though, not to me, because send it to the bottom one, quite frankly. Let's see. Any updates?
One under Ellis.
There's no Trump supporters in the guest box, so let's see any updates, quite frankly.
They're all scared.
They are. They all saw me like intellectually slaughter that person and they ran away.
I genuinely thought that was Gavin.
Dude, me too.
Like the voices were identical. And then I went on the page and I saw like a completely different person. I was like, you know what? Who this could be is Phil. Because Phil likes to troll.
No, it wasn't Phil. I didn't sound like Phil at all.
Mm-mm.
Oh, God. Maybe I'm losing my mind.
It definitely sounded like Gavin. No, we worked. I'll teach you guys about it. Too exhausted. I don't understand what you mean, Florida man. I mean, you're from Florida, so I can see why you.
Oh, Gavin's not gonna like that.
Is Gavin still in here?
I believe so.
No offense, Gavin. Actually, maybe a little offense.
Take all the offense.
The submarines guys were looking for this all day in their careers when they sunk the Iranian ship. That happened in Asia too. This war is expanding pretty rapidly. The #1 state in education. Yep, I'm in Florida. Is Florida?
Is Gavin still in here? Is he still sitting in the guest box like a good little kitten?
No one cares that my birthday's tomorrow. It's all Trump supporters in here right now.
Oh my God,
I
bro.
do.
I'm gonna clip. Yeah, I'm gonna clip that. Oh my God, that was probably like the most satisfying conversation ever. Everyone cares that it's your birthday. What are we doing? Can we spam some happy 52nd birthday in the chat? Jesus fuck, I keep saying 57th.
I can't believe you're older than me.
Spam happy birthday Reagan in the chat. Quite frankly,
and don't spell her name wrong.
Now.
Yeah.
And if you're over on YouTube, do the same thing. I see there's a couple people on YouTube. Do the freaking same thing.
Oh, I should probably do that too, I guess. I'm just staring at the comments.
What are we doing? There's 25 people in here. Why are we only at 2,000 likes? Let's get to 10,000 right now. 10,000 likes right now, actually. Actually, 57,000. I mean, 52. Fuck. You keep forgetting your age. Shit. 52 likes. Yeah, my bad.
Thank you, everyone, for the birthday wishes.
Fuck Trump. www.fucktrump.com. Isn't there a website to like enlist Baron? Enlistbaron.com.
There's a website?
Yeah, there's a website.
Isn't there like a hashtag draft Baron?
No, there's a website for enlistbaron.com or something like that. Enlist Baron website. The South Park writers did it. Let's see.
Who names their kid Baron?
Bro, Grayson.
Baron. Quite frankly.
Baron is not.
Why are we not showing love to Reagan? What are we doing? What are we doing? Quite frankly, that's unacceptable. The grifting isn't working. Okay, guys, I'm joking. It's just there's no Trump supporters. We're having fun, quite frankly. YouTube wouldn't get it.
Look at the chat.
What am I looking at?
You only don't
they
like
would
him
deport me.
'cause he's
You only don't like him because he's going to deport you. I mean, I kind of commented on like the White House page, come deport me on like 7 different videos. They haven't done it. Like I'm waiting for them to come deport me. Like like I'm waiting for ICE to come to my front door and deport me. Like I can use a vacation over to like Mexico or like a Central America. I can use a vacation, guys. Like I'm waiting for them to come deport me. You know, I'm not making the claim that I'm here like illegally, but like if they did think that, you know. Not only would I get like a vacation to like Mexico,
or
but
Canada.
I would also win like a couple $1 million. Aren't you a U.S. citizen? I mean, can't say anything if I want to get.
Oh.
Yes, I am a U.S. citizen. I am.
Yeah. He's him and Ray, the 57-year-old, 52-year-old.
52. I'm gonna be 52 tomorrow.
I'm sorry. The 52-year-old is. Those two are getting deported to Canada. Quite frankly.
I don't want to go to Canada. I'd rather go to like Central America, but that works. As long as I get a vacation. Draftbarontrump.com. That's the website. America is strong because its leaders are strong. President Trump proves that every day. Naturally, his son Barron is more than ready to defend the country his father so boldly commands. Service is honor, strength is inherited. Dog bless Trump, or dog bless Barron. The site is dedicated to honoring the strongest and bravest voices in war. When power is projected abroad, it is only right that the strength exists as home. And if you're looking for proven genes, inherited courage, and unquestionable resolve, look no further than the Trump family. Leadership starts somewhere else.
Hitting 52 on a
They're quoting Trump. Please come up to me with tears in their eyes, and they say, "Sir, you're the strongest. Send Barron off to war. I've always been strong, very strong, stronger than anyone expected. Some say the strongest ever, and strength matters. Believe me." The moment is really about Barron, okay? Always has been. He represents strength, courage, and service. I'll be honoring that sacrifice in my own. And maybe talking about it from a safe distance. Donald Trump Jr. This website is killing me.
Someone said hitting 52 on a TikTok live at 9:16, asking for TikTok donations. We can see where you are in life. Actually, I'm hitting 52 at midnight, not at 9:16. But you know.
Yeah, there's like 3 hours. 2 and that.
Midnight? It's almost midnight?
Oh my God, Jeremiah! I need you to look at the comments and scroll up to.
That's insane. That's insane, quite frankly. That's insane. I'm all for like Trump supporters talking shit about me, but making jokes about Jeffrey Epstein. That's a little too far. That's a lot too far, quite frankly. What are we doing?
Cool.
You could have said like you wish my mom aborted me or something, but you know, that's a little too far. Come on, let's be creative.
So I guess I can be live for a while. My grandpa just texted me, and his flight is now not getting in until like midnight. They still haven't left the airport in Texas.
Damn.
Yeah.
Should I hit a restart over on YouTube? There's still a couple people. I'm gonna hit a restart, quite frankly. There's 10 of you in here. Make sure to come back. Let's have 4 people come back. 4 people, except for the people who always watch and spam.
This topic seems to be sticking today. He went with a new one, and it's somewhat paying off. Well, I use paying loosely, but who's this? Let's take a little look. Alright, Swifty Listy.
Spam, what's up in the comment section? What's up? And we're back on YouTube. Quite frankly, we are back. We're back on YouTube. Quite frankly, we're back on TikTok as well. Spam, what's up in the comment section? I'd like at least 4 people to spam what's up in the comment section. Spam, what's up? Quite
frankly, we're back.
Let's see what the YouTube chat is saying. No one has anything on Trump and it makes them so furious. The alternative was Harris. OMG, breathe in. He is. Your pivot needs to be different. Did you support Barack's immigration laws? And then they said hi. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the YouTube chat. It looks like there's a lot of Trump supporters on YouTube recently. I need to be able to get like a phone number for like a call-in.
Yeah.
Because quite frankly, they're insufferable.
Quite frankly, it's gonna be late night, bro.
Okay, an hour. Can you like mark down one? No, actually, just mark it down. 1 hour. There we go. As you guys are starting to join back in, make sure to say what's up in the comment section down below. Make sure to be able to have that phone. Make sure to get to 1.5 thousand likes within the next 5 minutes. Make sure to repost the live, share the live, do all the wonderful things. Make sure to show some love to my co-host. It's gonna be her birthday tomorrow. Okay, show some love to my co-host. Follow her. Make sure to send her a couple gifts. Her Venmo's in my link tree. And if you don't have Venmo, PayPal, Cash App is also in my link tree. They're gonna be mine, but all of it will be sent to her. Quite frankly. Other than that, we're here to debate Trump. You know, we did a restart, so.
Do people actually think I'm turning 52?
Probably.
I'm just gonna keep telling them that.
Yes.
Oh, we have a debate. Can I add them?
Yeah. Yeah, what's up? Do you support Trump?
Yes, sir.
Why is that?
Oh, we can start with immigration.
Okay, what about immigration?
If I gotta follow the law, what makes a motherfucking immigrant so special to not have to?
What?
If I have to follow the law, what makes an immigrant from another country who broke the law illegally come into this country, what makes them so special that they don't have to follow the law, but my ass, who was born in Chicago, Illinois, I gotta follow the law, because if I don't follow the law, guess what? They gonna come look for me like ICE is looking for them. They gonna lock my fucking ass up, because I didn't show up in court. It's called a
difference is it's not their fault, it's our fault that they're
It's Biden's fault.
Undocumented. No, it's our fault.
It's not my fault, motherfucker. I don't want
no.
no.
So when I say ours, it means the American government's fault. It's the American government's fault that undocumented entry is as bad as it is.
Yeah, Biden. He opened it up.
No, this has been a thing for decades.
No, Biden opened it up and told these people they can come, and they all.
Sir,
come.
are you ready to be like intellectually slaughtered on immigration here?
How am I going to get intellectually slaughtered when your young ass can't even actually have a conversation?
Bro, the only thing you can talk about is Biden.
So you keep on mentioning Biden here. Keep on mentioning this open border. What open border policy did Biden have in place?
Do, 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 do.
I'll be back, Ray, again. I think you can handle this, right?
Yeah. Hello? Do, 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 do. Okay, well, we probably have time to even, like, pull up some, like, music for this. Jesus. Hello?
I got it. It's just, you're not worth my voice. Have a good day.
Oh. He ran, quite frankly. He ran. Thank you so much, Serenity, for the finger hearts. I really appreciate you. So, quite frankly, he couldn't answer the question. He couldn't. You know what? You're not worth my voice, so have a good day.
He said that?
Yes.
No, of course he did. One question in and he ran. I told you he would get intellectually slaughtered, quite frankly, like never seen before. Yo, what's up? Do you support Trump?
Yep.
Why is that? How old are you? Why are you in your bathroom? Are you in the bath? Please don't tell me you're in the bath.
No.
Are you taking a shit?
No.
Why are you in the bathroom?
What makes you think I'm in my bathroom?
The fucking echo, bro.
Oh, I got a loud roof. What can I say?
Bro, that's not your room. I
That is
promise
not.
you, brother, that is not your room.
All right. Let's just move past it. Anyways,
How old
I
are you?
support
Literally-
Trump. I'm 20.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm 20.
When's your birthday?
July 18th, 2005.
How many hours are in a typical work week? Full time.
40.
When did you graduate?
2 years ago.
What year? What year?
2000 or 2023.
But
Like 2.5
Are you in
years ago.
college? Are you in college?
No.
Okay. Why do you support Trump?
Because he's a great president.
How?
He's giving every kid $1,000 in the stock market.
Talking about the child tax credit?
No, the Trump accounts.
Well, the Trump accounts. What about the Trump accounts?
He's giving every kid $1,000 in the stock market.
So did you get $1,000?
No, I'm not a kid.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm an adult.
Why would you be in your bathroom? That's something a child would do to go hide away from their parents.
Okay, buddy. You gonna respond to what I said?
Yeah. So the Trump accounts, it's just like going to be another like fraud. Like he said about the Doge checks. You know, he were going to get dividend checks, tariff checks. None of those came true. And the reason why I think it's fraud is because he has a history of fraud. The Trump University violating gag orders, 34 count convicted felon falsifying business records. So if you can show me proof that any child in America has received $1,000 put into the stock market, feel free to give me the proof and I'll believe you and I'll concede. But other than that, it's bad. Very, very bad fraud.
Fraud. Okay, so do you know the bank he supposedly frauded with those 34 felonies said that they were paid back in full and happy to do business with him again?
Okay, doesn't.
So is it fraud if he paid back in full?
Yes, because he falsified the business records. That's the fraud.
Right, but he paid back in full. So is it fraud?
But he still falsified. Yes, because he still falsified the business records.
Oh, okay. So you don't think it's good that he paid back in full?
Well, the fraud wasn't the fact that he paid them. The fraud was the fact that he falsified the business records.
Okay, do you even know anything about it?
Yeah, 34 counts of falsifying business records, predicate with another crime. The jury found there to be 3 other crimes. There were some different payments. 12 crimes are going to be 12, 12, and then I believe it's going to be 16 or something like that, or not 16. It's going to be 12, 12, and then the rest of them are going to be separate. So there's going to be 3 separate crimes that he committed, and then the jury found there the predicate crime to be 3 other crimes, election interference, which bumped it up to a Class C felony. So he sent this money to his lawyer, and then his lawyer sent it to Stormy Daniels, and then they falsified the business records, and they didn't tell him where actually the money went, and they said it was a business expense, which was a lie. And then the jury said, well, yeah, you did this because you didn't want it to interfere with your 2016 election. So yeah, I know quite a bit. What about you?
So, oh my God! So you actually have read it, and you think that he? Okay. Let's move past that. Yeah, give me 1 second, and I'll find out if that Trump account has started yet.
Go for it. Make sure to double tap that phone screen if you haven't already. Hit that follow button, hit that repost. Show some love to Reagan. It's her birthday, okay? Make sure to send her a couple gifts if you haven't already. Or tomorrow is her birthday. Actually, like a couple out. Jesus, my hair looks awful. I need to. Jesus.
Starting July 4th.
It's starting in July 4th? It's starting in July 4th?
Yeah, they're starting out the deposits July 4th.
Cool, we can have that conversation then. What else do you want to say? Real quick, hold on, you interrupted me on my grifting. Make sure to show some love to Reagan. It's her birthday tomorrow. Her Venmo is in my link tree. And then my PayPal and Venmo, or my PayPal Cash App are going to be in my link tree, and anything is going to go to her since it's a birthday stream. And then like gifts as well. So make sure to go check that out. And make sure to follow her. She's amazing. Real quick, Blaze, is that your name?
Yeah, that's what they call me.
Okay. Can you say happy birthday to Reagan real quick?
Happy fucking birthday, dude.
Can you say that?
Thank you, Blaze.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying it with enthusiasm. Happy birthday.
You want to sing a birthday song for her?
You know what? I might, yeah. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Reagan. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, I'm never going to ask you to do that again. Why do you support Trump? So we can talk about the Trump accounts in July of 2025 or 2026, July 4th, 2026. So why do you support Trump?
Mainly
that hasn't happened.
Right, yeah. Mainly because RFK.
The guy who said he snorts COC.
Yeah, off the toilet seat. Yeah, off the toilet seat. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That's why you're like 5, bro. Bro, get out of here. What are we doing? Not only did you suck at singing happy birthday, but like, what are we doing? Quite frankly, that's unacceptable. Moving on to the next guest.
Brother.
Yeah, what's up? Do you support Trump?
Happy birthday, Reagan. Yes, I do.
Thank you.
Why do you support Trump?
I mean, to an extent, like I can't support everything that he does. Who would?
Overall, though, you support him.
Yeah, I mean, over Kamala or however you want me to say her name.
Why is that?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like I am Republican. I don't think he's necessarily even Republican. Some of the things he does is questionable and Republican or conservative ideology, but I think that he does listen to a lot of the Republicans and a lot of the conservatives, but some of the other things he does, I'm like, yo, like that is not at all what our party stands for. When it comes to Iran, like we can talk about that, like why I support him with Iran. Like we should have never even allowed them to have the military capacity that they do have now. We should have oppressed and suppressed that country to the full extent.
Well, we did under Obama. We did the JCPOA, which prevented them from building nuclear bombs because we had 24/7 control over their nuclear capabilities. But Donald Trump took us out of that, essentially greenlighting Iran to building nuclear bombs.
Yeah, but like, do you know how much money we've given to like Afghanistan and to similar countries?
Not the exact numbers.
More than the Big I. Like we have given Afghanistan more money than any other country in history.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I don't know, it just doesn't make any sense to me. It seems like, well, honestly, I don't even think that whether Kamala or Trump won this past election, I think that we would still be involved with this conflict because of the Big I having so much control in our political situation.
So, I mean, I can agree with you there, but also if Donald Trump never took us out of the JCPOA, we wouldn't have had to been involved. There would have been no just reason, right? Harris would definitely not have been involved.
You said what wouldn't have been involved? What was the last part?
We wouldn't have been involved. Harris wouldn't have been involved if Donald Trump never took us out of the JCPOA.
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, he greenlit Iran to building nuclear bombs. You shouldn't support like little girls dying and being murdered. You shouldn't support that. You know, this is now dragged in 13 different countries. NATO has had to intervene. Europe has had to intervene. This has now even reached Asia.
Oh, you're talking about the school?
No, when I reference NATO struck down an Iranian missile in Turkish airspace. Okay, so NATO has been involved. When I mentioned Europe, it's going to be the United Kingdom. One of their bases in Cyprus got hit. It did get intercepted, but it was attacked. So that's going to be Europe. And then Asia, the U.S. submarine attacked and sunk a Iranian boat off the coast of Sri Lanka, which is going to be in Asia. And then that's where 140 people went missing. So this war that happened with 3 countries is now expanding from Europe to Asia, and now NATO was involved. Now, Article 5 hasn't been invoked. I'm not going to fearmonger, but that's just the facts.
Are you talking about a missile just like in an argument over airspace and like if we ask permission or not? Is that it?
So, in when I reference NATO again, it's going to be they intercepted an Iranian missile over Turkish airspace.
So Turkey.
Yeah. We don't know if Turkey was the actual target, but that's what NATO did. NATO did the right thing. Article 5 has not been yet invoked, but they did intercept a missile.
Like which country did this?
Turkey. So okay. Iran launched the missile into Turkey.
Okay.
Allegedly. And then they also launched a missile into Cyprus, which is a territory of the United Kingdom. That's Europe. And then, like I said, Asia. So a country that started with three countries has now expanded into 13 plus countries.
Yeah, but like
involving Europe, NATO, and Asia.
Yeah, but like they're not like directly involved in like active conflict.
Not all of them, but some. Would you like me to give you how many people died in each country as of like yesterday?
Sure. I mean, just so nobody passed away in Turkey. Nobody passed away in Asia other than the people on the boat. Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah. I mean, even if no, like NATO had to intercept that. Article 5 could be invoked in NATO. Like an attack on one is an attack on all. I'm not trying to fearmonger, right? But NATO could have been involved. They could have taken that direction because one of their countries got attacked.
Nobody attacked Asia.
No, Turkey. We're talking about Turkey.
Oh, yeah.
NATO was protecting Turkey, which is what they're supposed to do. But Article 5 says an attack on one is an attack. One more time.
From the Iranians.
Yeah,
if NATO got involved, it would have been to back Turkey against Iran.
Precisely, NATO, the entirety of NATO, could potentially be involved if they invoke Article 5, which is many different countries. So what started as a 3-country war has now involved multiple different countries with multiple different deaths. I mean, the UAE, like 3 people have died. Iraq, 2 people. Kuwait, 1 person. Israel 9, Iran more than like 700, and these numbers are like still going up. We don't have the exact numbers, but like a lot of countries have injuries and deaths, and this isn't a good thing, man.
How many of U.S. soldiers have passed?
6.
Okay,
unfortunately,
because I saw there was like a base attack, and they were saying like it's unknown. I don't know. They figured that out.
6 soldiers, 6 U.S. service members have died, and over a dozen have been wounded.
Yeah,
they didn't deserve that. They were young, man. These young kids, you know, because they're literally 20, they're getting sent to another endless war. How Bush sent us to the endless war in Iraq, and their families don't deserve. They shouldn't be there.
What do you think the war is over? What do you think it's because of?
It's hard to tell. I mean, Pete Hegseth said it's not a regime change. Could be my personal opinion is going to be a distraction from the Epstein files.
I mean, I definitely don't think it's a distraction from the files, but
I mean, what's on the news? What's been on the news for the last 4 days? I mean, Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton were deposed. No one's talking about that. What's his name? The Secretary of Commerce is going to be deposed soon. No one's talking about that. Why? Because all the news is talking about is Iran.
So what I think it was, well, first we were talking about going to Cuba. So first we went to Venezuela, did our thing quick. Then we're talking about Cuba. And then now we're involved in Iran. There are 3 countries that have huge banks that aren't controlled by the same people who control all the other banks. And that is Iran, Cuba, and North Korea. So I think that's majority what it's about. It's about money. It's about power.
Absolutely. It's about the oil. It's about money. Absolutely. But it's also a distraction from the Epstein files. Do you actually support Trump, or I feel like you don't really support Trump as much as, I mean, we're agreeing on some things that you shouldn't support Trump sending innocent people to be murdered. Like those 6 service members shouldn't have been killed.
Yeah, no, I do. And yeah, no, I agree with you that the 6 service members shouldn't have been unalived. I don't know. I don't know where you might be, but on the U.S. servers, it doesn't take kindly to that word, KILL. But yeah, no, I do support Trump. I am a Republican. Do I think
you can be? Look, listen. You said you were. I think you're the person who said you were a Republican. You can be a Republican and not support. Like, why don't you support Thomas Massie?
I mean, there's a lot of Republicans that I support. I like
but
Brennan
you should not support
Josh
Trump.
Hawley.
Like that should be something the left and right agree. You can still be a Republican, you know, smaller government, whatever, like better military. Like you can still be a Republican, just don't support Trump.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm not the biggest Trump supporter, but like, yeah, like there's certain things that he's done that I like. How do you feel about Tim Burchett?
How do I feel about what?
Tim Burchett.
I'm not aware. What is that?
Okay. He's a congressman. I like Tim Burchett a lot.
Oh, it's okay. I mean, like if are they like MAGA? Like are they a MAGA or just a Republican?
No, he's like one of the biggest Republicans. It's like, oh, we need to prosecute anyone who's implemented and implemented in the files. You know, like he's like a huge person. He's like, we need to drain the swamp. You know,
something like Thomas Massey. You know who Thomas Massey is?
A little bit.
Yeah, someone like Thomas Massey. Yeah. I mean, like I don't agree. Like Thomas Massey said, I don't agree with him 93% of the time, but the 7% I do agree, or 91% of the time, but the 9% I do agree with him. You know, I do. He's a good person because, you know, even though we have differing beliefs on the government, on taxation, whatever, but he's still a good person. I suggest you should be a Republican and not support Trump. Is there anything else you wanted to say?
No, I mean, if you want to drop me, that's cool. Have a good night.
Awesome. Take care. I just want to talk to someone who's more MAGA, but you take care. Have a great night. Have a great night. I want to talk to like a cult member. There's still 56 people in here. Reagan is at 20 coins or 20 thingies. I don't know what they're called. Try to get up to 100. Okay. It's her birthday tomorrow in like an hour and 20 minutes, right?
2 hours and 20 minutes.
2 hours and 20 minutes. I read the time wrong. So make sure to show some love to her. And then her Venmo is in my link tree. Also, my PayPal and Cash App is in my link tree if you don't have Venmo. And I'll send it directly to her. Yo, what's up? Yeah, okay. Yeah, why is that? Why do you support Trump? I just don't think that's like the best reason to support Trump.
Are you barking?
He's still a convicted felon. Okay, yeah, you're not going to slur on my stream. You're out of here. Come on now. What are we doing? Definitely a Trump supporter. You know,
I totally agree with that guy. He was based.
This is Gavin.
Gavin?
Who?
Is it?
Yeah, this is Gavin.
Who's Gavin?
This is Gavin. What are we doing?
Who's Gavin, dude? Yeah, I'm 35, man.
When's your birth year?
1990. Can you not do math?
What month?
September. Do you want to know my favorite color too?
I don't think it sounds like Gavin at all.
Yeah, I don't know who Gavin is.
Yeah, why do you support Trump? Hold on, can you say happy birthday? Can you say happy birthday to Reagan real quick?
To who?
Reagan.
Who's Reagan?
Me.
The one on the bottom.
You?
Yeah.
Oh, well, happy birthday, Reagan.
Thanks.
Okay, why do you support Trump?
For funsies.
Okay. Golly, all that for nothing. What are we doing? Let's see. Let's get Ryan up here. Ryan. Yo, what's up, Brian? Oh, and Ryan left. Tucked his tail between his legs and ran away, quite frankly. Lucas is up here. Yo, what's up? Do you support Trump?
Yeah.
How old are you? You're like 5?
What? No, I'm 20.
When's your birth year?
05.
Okay, why do you support Trump?
Mainly for the economic values, but since you're mainly talking about Epstein, we
can talk about any topic you want to talk about. It doesn't have to be Epstein.
I'm fine with talking about Epstein, but you do realize one of the only reasons why he was on the files is one, he was on the island 2 years before Epstein even bought it, and secondly, he was the one that reported Epstein to the FBI.
It's false.
How is that?
If you want to reference him reporting him, you're going to be referencing the sheriff phone call. This is after the fact. Epstein had already been arrested. Epstein was already arrested when he quote unquote reported to him.
Can you look that up real quick?
What do you want me to look up?
The timeline of that phone call.
I don't think there's an exact timeline of the phone call. All I know, it's in the year 2007. He was arrested. That same he was arrested 2006. The phone call was in 2007. That's gonna be AP News.
2 years later.
A year later, roughly, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And plus, he said everyone knew what he was doing, including himself, which is kind of weird. Why didn't he come out before? Also, there's some contradictions. Bill Clinton is saying that Donald Trump and Epstein had to follow because of a land dispute, but Donald Trump is saying that it was because of masseuses, right? So there's some contradictions that we want to keep our eyes on. But a credible accuser accused Donald Trump of child rape. I mean, his past. He said he could grab a woman by the vagina without asking, or by the pussy without asking. He raped a woman, right? So obviously, we're more inclined to believe that he is in the Epstein files and just some criminal acts. More likely than not, allegedly.
Trump, you're talking about him when he was in his early 20s and 30s. Like,
I don't think a rapist can change. And he was not in his 20s when he raped someone, but a rapist cannot change.
No. I'm not saying a rapist can change. And first of all, you're talking about that chick who tried to sue him for his money after claiming rape. Like,
she was a millionaire already. She didn't need money. She didn't want to sue him. How do I know she didn't want to sue him? Because she wrote a book about it. If she wanted to get money, she should have sued him first when she was able to send him to prison. But she wrote a book. He called her a liar. She sued for defamation because he called her a liar. She won the case. He's a sexual abuser, aka a rapist, because he forcefully penetrated her vagina with his fingers. And she was able to prove that in a court of law.
okay, and yeah, and the statute of limitations, obviously, that's why he's not in. But okay. And you said Clinton, you're talking about the interview where he didn't want to say exactly, or he didn't want.
Clinton should be in prison. Bill Clinton should be in jail.
100%.
Yeah. Bill Clinton and Trump should be in jail, right?
Trump should not be in prison.
So why Clinton and not Trump?
Clinton has been proven. There's so many pictures of him with underage women. There is not the pictures of Trump with Epstein, like the one straight up behind you. There's a few of them, and they just circulate through edits on the internet, and they're the same fucking.
There's a lot of photos with Trump with underage girls. What are you talking about? A lot of them.
There's. Wait.
Just make sure to double tap that phone. You can try to get to 10,000 likes. There's been like 50 people consecutively in here. Okay, once again, double tap that phone. You can do that follow button if you haven't already. Hit that repost, share, copy link a couple times. Make sure to get this out there to a couple of people. I don't know how long he's going to take, but we're gonna put up the next guest. You're still going to be on here. Take your time. I don't know why you're researching, but moving on to the next guest so that we don't get bored. What's up, YouTube? I neglect YouTube a lot. That's my bad. How's YouTube doing? How's YouTube doing?
Jameson, are you in here? I saw you join. Let's see. He is. Jameson, guess where that one person is right now?
Were there pictures of Trump with underage women on the island or just in general? Because that's a completely different story.
On the island, I mean, we can take a look at what do you mean by on the island?
Well, on Epstein,
we don't know if it's directly on the island. Just like indoor. What I've seen is indoor. I mean, same with Bill Clinton. You can ask the question like, is it in general or is it going to be in the island? Either way, these two people should probably be put in prison.
Being around, first he was a millionaire. He took pictures with tons of people. Being with and taking a picture of with an underage girl is not the same as, statutory rape.
Right.
So
you're saying Bill Clinton didn't do anything because he just took pictures with underage girls?
Yeah, but there's more proof than that with Clinton.
What's the proof?
There's literally pictures of him with undressed.
Okay, what's the file? Obviously, I'm not going to show it on stream, but what's the file? Also, if you can see that, that means it's the fault of your government. They didn't redact it, and it's CSAM, which is bad. Very, very bad. Our own government is distributing CSAM. Pickerick was up here, right?
Right. Let me look.
Yeah, he was up
I
here.
believe so.
For what? So definitely no evidence of that because they should have redacted it or it was going to be CSAM. Anyways, Lucas, I'm going to let you down. I suggest you do more research. Okay, you're going to need to take a deep breath. Okay, I know you're a Trump supporter. Just take a deep breath, Chaz. Okay, breathe in and out. See, that's a horrible reason to support Trump, okay? which is like absurd.
Well,
there's no more Trump supporters. They're all gone, quite frankly.
it's back in the requests.
It's
It sounded like a fucking car. I don't know what to call it.
Saibao already, Jeremiah. If you spell my name right, I won't talk for the rest of the stream.
Well, that might be an issue.
Spell my name right. What's up, YouTube?
Quite frankly,
You did not spell it right. No, you got to spell it right.
Quite frankly,
Should I do another restart?
if you want.
I'll have to download a video first, though. Just I don't want to get lost. That's how. No, how are you going to tell me how to spell my own name? What are we doing? I'm going to restart just because of that. Quite frankly, I'm going to restart and download a video. YouTube. Who should we watch over on YouTube?
I would hurt his feelings. But then it doesn't become a debate. It becomes a roast. I don't want to waste my time under the guise of it being a debate with legitimate opposition if it's just going to become a spiraling shout fest of me insulting him and him calling me a soy boy, beta male, whatever.
Right. But the most I've ever seen Andrew break was when Charlie Kirkland, that's her name, by the way, is Charlie Kirkland, debated him. And he was talking about like his worldview was like, bullshit anyway. And he was just like, your wife has 3 baby daddies and you're raising kids that aren't yours. You don't live by your worldview. And you just see him crumble. It was the funniest shit.
Exactly. He has no consistency in the way that he conducts himself in real life. He'll say that women are more emotional and prone to taking the low road and stuff like that. Then we'll go on and start shouting and screaming over people and denying the evidence that's before him. And I just don't have time for that fucking loser. Okay? He has a platform for a reason. It's because other incompetent, emotionally irregulated individuals support that and find some sense of closure in that. But I don't feel the need to justify that. I don't feel the need to normalize it and to give more airway to that.
I also feel like that a lot of these red-pilled men, like in general, they just don't live by the shit that they spew. You can't convince me that they do. Like, they're genuinely just preying on young men and boys to, like, indoctrinate them.
Like, this is what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to bring this up earlier, and you just reminded me. The notion of the patriarchal, idealized 1950s, 60s sort of traditional family is something they talk about commonly. They'll post images of that sort of zeitgeist, that sort of imagery, and say, look at what they took from us. How could modern women hate that? In the same breath, we'll say that women aren't doing enough to contribute, that women are lazy, that women are welfare queens, which is the exact system that they're asking for, which is women being in the home, taking care of children, and not working, which would require some form of welfare if there is no income that would support that on a single income basis. They don't care about that. It's so contradictory. Get off the government, but also stay at home, you fucking lazy fucking wife.
Right. They want the 1950s, but we don't have a 1950s economy. Like,
yes. It's
like, what are we supposed to do?
We don't have that social structure. We don't have that economic structure. We are decades away from that. We're decades away from that being normalized.
They probably blame the economy somehow about women entering the workforce. And if women just went back to the kitchen, it would fix itself. That's some stupid shit they would say.
Right. Despite the fact that the economy grew considerably with the advent of women working regular 9-to-5 jobs. But they don't want to have that conversation. Natalie. I got a goth friend named Natalie. She rubs my feet. It's pretty nice. How's it going, Nat? Going once. All right. Well, I've told you guys about Natalie before. She has a shindig every New Year's, and she rubs my feet. She likes feet. I got nice feet, so do with that information as you will. Back to the discussion here. They offer nothing practical in terms of the things that they suggest are society's woes here. Yes, I do, and I can prove it. But they offered nothing. And what they do offer is contradictory towards what it is they're trying to solve. Like what I was saying earlier about men's mental health. Their solution to that is by not addressing men's mental health, by consolidating it, by massing it through things like short-term solutions like exercise, which can be beneficial, but is not a widespread over and above solution to deeply entrenched psychological trauma. They think it is, but it's not. At the same time, they'll shame any man that cries, any man that shows some deal of remorse or emotion or conflict. They'll shame that person. They'll feminize him and downplay that and tell him, stop crying, stop talking about it, stop getting in your feelings, stop getting in your emotions, be a man. All of those things hurt men at the end of the day. They fail to address underlying root causes, which further exacerbates the rage and violent behavior that men often perpetuate. But what do I know? Anyway, thank you, by the way. Thank you, Void. Half my deal. I'll take it. But men suck. And no man sucks harder than Donald Trump. I don't know if that's a literal thing. It's the whole Bubba thing. But Trump is such a whiny, little, thin-skinned, pardon my French, Void, but I have no other word, biatch. Okay? Every little grievance seems to affect him personally and has to be fucking dredged up every goddamn moment of his life. Every little thing he has to cling to, even shit most people would have forgotten about, he takes issue with. And it's fueled this culture of Republican men that just cry about fucking everything. That whine, that moan, that fixate on every minor inconvenience. It's annoying. Well, thank you, Elijah. I appreciate it. I'm also a terrible person, but pale in comparison to Donald Trump. See, I'm only 27. Trump is 79 goddamn years old. If I was doing half the shit that he's doing now at my age, I get slapped. I get told to shut the fuck up. I'd be told to act my age, to mature. Stop fucking around. Stop goofing off. Stop saying weird, stupid fucking shit. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Eli. But for whatever reason, it's given a pass for Donald Trump. And oftentimes I hear, oh, happy birthday, Jimmy. That's right. You were telling me yesterday was your birthday. Tomorrow, which is today. Happy birthday, Jimmy. Oh, we have somebody. The devil is here to join us. Satan, how are you? Hello?
Right. Hello?
You're muted. Yes, hi.
How you doing?
Doing quite well, and yourself?
I'm good.
Welcome to the stream.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, were you here?
The sound. When the
You
fuck
said
did I
your
bring up-
camera quality. That's what you
I
just
did not
said.
say camera quality. I swear to God, I said sound quality.
Play
I
it back,
swear to
Jeremiah.
God.
Play
I
it back.
can't. I've been playing Jaden this whole time. That's my bad.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah. I swear to God, I said sound quality.
You didn't.
said you. No,
No,
you
I
said-
swear to God, I
you
said
didn't say
sound
that.
quality.
You said camera, bud.
Sound quality. Yeah, it's really bad. Do you have an iPhone 4?
Okay, so can you tell Reagan over here? First off, can you say happy birthday to Reagan?
No.
Say that or you're getting kicked.
Okay, kick me. I want to say happy birthday if I don't mean it.
Say happy birthday or you're getting kicked. You have 5 seconds. 5.
No happy birthday, no happy birthday, no happy birthday, no happy birthday, no
3,
happy birthday.
2.
Not going to say it. Kick me. I don't care.
1. We'll debate abortion. If you say happy birthday, we'll debate abortion.
Nope.
You're scared. You're scared
Why
to
do
debate
you hate
abortion.
me? You don't
You're-
want-
No,
why
I
are
just
you
don't want to say
running
happy
away?
birthday if I don't mean it.
Why are you running away? You're scared. Say
I'm
happy
running away
birthday.
from saying happy birthday.
No, you're running away from the abortion debate.
Okay, let's have an abortion debate.
Say happy birthday first.
No, I don't want to say happy birthday if I don't mean it.
You don't want me to have a happy birthday? What did I do to you?
Nothing. But you never did anything for me, so why would I say happy birthday?
So like if you
I
see
don't know you.
somebody-
I don't know your last name. I don't share blood with you.
Just say happy birthday,
You
Reagan.
only
I don't-
tell happy birthday to your family?
I only tell happy birthday to people that I know and care for.
That's weird.
That's just friends
Wait,
and
are
family.
you Christian? Hold on. Are you Christian?
That's none of your business.
Are you Christian? Yes. Are you denying that Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior on in front of like 10 people?
I'm an atheist. Very rare
you're
for
not a Christian.
conservatives.
So you're not
Yeah,
a
that's
Christian.
pretty rare for conservatives, but yeah, I am an
Perfect.
atheist.
Perfect. So, can you tell Reagan why you don't believe Jean Carroll? I'd love to hear the conversation. She's gonna intellectually.
Weren't you
slaughter
going to kick
And I'll-
me? Like, you know why you're not kicking me?
No,
Because it's very rare that you get a guest.
I want her to talk. No, I literally have 3 people in the guest box. I want her to talk to you. Go for it. Tell her why. Tell
Okay,
her and
Ronald
me
Reagan.
why.
Okay, Ronald Reagan.
My name's
Tell her-
Reagan.
Tell her.
Okay,
tell
Ronald
her-
Reagan.
Hold on.
Okay,
hold on.
it's just Ray.
I'm going to say
Tell
Ronald
her and
Reagan.
me why. Hold on. Tell her and me why. Why don't you believe Jean Carroll? She'll intellectually slaughter you, and then I'll
Intellectually
finish it off.
slaughter me the same way you guys want to intellectually slaughter babies because you guys are pro-choicers who want to slaughter
Go for it.
babies.
Tell her why. Hold on, Reagan. Take
Is
it.
that not true? Don't you want to slaughter babies? Like, you know, one of like the techniques. You said we're going to debate abortion,
Yeah, you didn't say happy birthday,
dude.
So tell Reagan why don't you believe Jean Carroll?
Watch me say happy birthday, and you're going to say good boy. Watch.
I'm not gonna say good boy.
You swear to God, you're not going to say good boy. Okay.
Are
If you say good boy, if any of you guys say good boy, Trump is the best president of all time, and you give all glory and praise to Netanyahu. Okay. All right. Happy birthday, Reagan. All right, we're gonna. Oh
You're
wow.
such a
Okay,
good
so you
boy.
guys think Donald Trump is the best president now?
Sure. Okay. So now, can you tell Reagan why you don't believe Jean Carroll? Go for it.
I thought we were gonna have an abortion debate. You lied to
That's
me.
after we have the conversation. Yeah, I lied.
No, you never
can
said
tell-
after. You said directly we're gonna have an abortion
okay, yeah,
debate.
Okay, yeah, I lied. Tell Reagan why you don't believe Jean Carroll.
Well, I lied about saying happy. I lied about meaning happy birthday.
Okay, you still said it. Doesn't matter if you mentioned
Yeah,
it.
but
You still said
I don't mean it.
Yeah,
I don't mean it.
I don't
It doesn't
care.
matter if I said it if I don't mean it.
Cry.
I don't give a
really
shit.
do not mean it.
Correct. Tell Reagan why you don't believe Jean Carroll.
Oh, King Kahim is here. That's my boy right there.
Go for it. Tell her why you don't.
No, let
believe
King
Jean Carroll.
Kahim up, and I'll
You're
debate
gonna-
Jean
you-
Carroll.
No, hold on. You're gonna debate Jean Carroll right now. Hurry.
No, let up King Kahim, and I'll. That's my
But
boy.
if you're not gonna debate, we're gonna kick you. Holy shit.
Yeah, you have 5
Okay,
seconds.
let
to
King
tell her why.
Kahim up. Then. Let King
We're not doing
Kahim
that.
up.
We're
If you
not
kick
doing
me, let King Kahim up. Yeah, that's my boy right there, bro.
Are you gonna? Wait, are you scared? Are you scared?
Nope, I want you to let up
Then
King
tell Reagan why you don't believe Jean Carroll.
Because you're telling me, okay, so you're telling me a lady, there was no camera evidence, there was less than 50% liable. Donald Trump would not risk all of his billions of dollars in assets. He would not risk all of his billions of dollars in assets to grape Jean Carroll. Why would Jean Carroll say to a judge like 30 years later, she does not remember the year, she does not remember the day, she does not remember the time of day, she cannot remember the specific department store where he quote unquote graped her.
What do you mean less than 50% liable?
I never said liable, like less than 50% evidence.
Jeremiah, is that not what he just said?
Let's play it back.
Well, you're gonna play it back. The next Parker, dude, you need to let King Kahim up, dude. You said we're gonna debate abortion. All right. So you guys think Donald Trump is the best? We're gonna have a
tell her why you don't.
No, let up King Kahim. You're playing every other clip, but the time you said you're gonna play. I never said that. She does not remember the time of day. She cannot remember the specific department store where he quote unquote graped her.
What do you mean less?
Say to a judge like 30 years later, Jean Carroll. Why would Jean Carroll say to
Go
a
back
judge
again.
like 30 years later, grape Donald Trump would not risk.
Are you scared?
Nope. There was no camera evidence. There was less than 50%
Jesus
liable.
Christ, every
Donald
single
Trump
other
there was,
risked
there was.
billions of dollars in assets. No camera evidence. There was less than 50% liable.
No, you did say liable. Can you
Okay,
admit
less
you
than
did?
50% evidence. I meant less than 50% evidence.
Good boy. Good boy. Good boy.
Good boy.
Good
Okay, then you think Donald Trump is the best president of all time?
Cool. So Reagan.
Wait, so you
go
think
ahead.
Donald Trump is the best president of all time and all praise to Netanyahu? Are you Jewish?
Go ahead and respond. Go ahead.
I'm curious. Are you Jewish?
So, anyway.
Well, you guys believe Donald Trump is the best president, so why are you arguing against him? Yeah, dude, let kill all up.
Are you gonna respond, or are you gonna respond?
Just
Reagan?
let-
No. Should I-
Well, I'm trying. If you shut the fuck up, you know.
Oh,
I'm not
my
going
bad,
to shut
that's a
the
good point.
fuck up, Ronald Reagan. You're the best president. Actually, the girl behind me, or
I forget we're like not alike. I forget we're not alike. Okay, you're not gonna interrupt my like I'm okay with like you interrupting me because like I can just speak over you, call you a good boy, do the quiet coyote. But how about we let other people speak, buddy? Go ahead and respond.
The quiet.
Yeah, quiet coyote.
Okay.
Quiet coyote. Okay.
Okay, quiet coyote. Fine.
Dude, you're like 5'3". You're 5'3" with crooked teeth, bro. I'm sorry. Show your teeth. You're 5'3" with crooked teeth, bro.
I'm 5'3".
I don't even want to engage with this anymore. It's just like
5'3" with crooked teeth.
Quiet coyote.
5'3" with crooked teeth. Is that not embarrassing? Will a girl ever come up to somebody with 5'3" crooked teeth?
As soon as I get down to one, you better be quiet.
You don't have to come back to that because you know you are 5'3" and you have crooked teeth.
4.
5'3" crooked teeth.
3.
He won't respond to it. Chat. He won't respond to it because he knows he doesn't have a comeback to it.
Strike one. We're gonna try quiet coyote again. You have 3 strikes. Okay. Quiet coyote. 5.
5'3", crooked teeth.
4.
Crooked eyes, crooked nose.
3.
Crooked nose.
2.
Crooked height, crooked
1.
teeth.
That's strike 2. We're gonna have one more strike.
Okay.
Quiet
Crooked
coyote.
nose,
5.
crooked eyes, crooked height,
4.
crooked everything.
3.
Crooked everything.
2.
Crooked Jeremiah.
1.
That's gonna be your nickname. Crooked Jeremiah.
Are you done? Oh, you removed him.
Yep, I'm over it.
Bro's nose is so big it's over the mic. That's funny. That's hilarious. Yo, what's up? Do you support Trump?
Yeah, I love Trump.
Jesus, fuck, you're like 10. Bro's not Dean. I think we know that. I'm pretty sure me and Dean don't look alike. Just saying. I mean, if you thought it was Dean, just saying. Yo, what's up?
Why can't I talk? Like, I'm intelligent.
How old are you?
I might not be 18, but I'm intelligent.
Then that's why you can't talk, because of the fact that you're a minor, okay? Now, if it were up to me, with the permission of your parents, I would love to have a conversation with you, right? But TikTok terms of service can't do that. We need to protect minors at all costs on this platform, on every platform, in any sense in general. Yo, what's up? Do you support Trump?
No. I don't support Trump.
Couldn't tell if that was a child. I couldn't tell, quite frankly. Make sure to double tap that phone. Try to get to 10,000 likes. Make sure to do 10,000 likes. Make sure to hit that follow button if you haven't already. Make sure to follow my co-host. It's her birthday here in 2 hours and a half, roughly. So show some love to Reagan, my co-host. If you're over on YouTube, make sure to say what's up in the chat. If you're over here on TikTok, also make sure to say what's up in the chat. And if you want to support, I guess, we're doing the birthday stream, so if you want to support Reagan, her Venmo is in my link tree, and then if you want to, if you don't have Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App are also in my link tree. Everything will go to her on this birthday stream. You look kind of young. That's a compliment? Question mark. I'm 53 years. Oh, sorry, you sound like a child. But either way, we're mainly looking for like Trump supporters to debate. But you're based, Edna. You're based. Glad you don't support Trump.
Thank you for the happy birthday wish. Sorry, what?
No, I was just reading the chat. She should have a horrible birthday, low key. You know what?
Wait, it's not. Where did you mute that person?
No, I didn't.
Oh, it's not coming through yet. Oh no, it was just
a while ago. Yeah. Also, guys, I'm not 5'3". Okay, just want to point that out there. I'm 5'4". No, I'm playing. Quite frankly, ignorant Gen Z trying to make you feel like you're the one involved. What's going on? No, I'm 5'4", actually.
Oh, my bad. I gave you an extra 2 inches.
No, I'm actually 5'3.5". We're giving me too much. You kind of do look short. I don't think I look short, quite frankly.
For the longest time, I thought you were shorter than me.
I'm like, you're 5'9". I'm like 3 inches taller than you.
You said you're never reaching 6 foot. You said you're 5'11". That would be 2 inches.
9 plus. You're right. That's right. You're right. I made my math wrong. I love when we're given extra inches. Some reason I got given lower, 5'3". I got like.
Someone said called out by the girl is crazy. Okay, I'm gonna ignore the like misogyny in that because that was kind of funny.
Wait, what did they say?
Called out by the girl is crazy.
She thought I was shorter, but I am not. Quite frankly, even if I was, there would be no issue with me being 5'3", which I'm not. But I'm like 2 inches taller than 5'3". So.
But then again, he could be lying because none of us would ever know.
I could be lying. I could be like 5 foot.
Yeah.
Should have joined up in the guest box. What's up, YouTube? I neglect YouTube a lot. Make sure, hold on, we have 40 people in here. 40 people on TikTok. How about 5 of you? Go over to YouTube. Linktree in my bio. Go over to YouTube right now. Go over to YouTube. Okay, there's only one person watching over there. Let's go over to YouTube. Make it 6, quite frankly. And hit that thumbs up, all of you. Five people over there. Let's try to make that goal. Linktree in my bio. 5 people over on YouTube.
Wait, does my mic actually sound bad?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. Does it sound worse than if I just use my phone?
Mm-mm.
Are you sure? Okay.
Wouldn't it be cool if we all got along and got burgers? I love burgers. Yes, that would be amazing. But I can't get along with someone who supports a rapist, quite frankly. I've been saying that a lot. Don't point that out in the chat. It's become a part of my vocabulary, quite frankly. Liar, liar, pants on fire. My pants are not on fire, quite frankly.
And because of that, it's become a part of my vocabulary. And now apparently at my job, I tell customers, quite frankly.
You get one YouTube viewer for every 2 inches of your height. Shit. God dang it. That's not going to be many.
Wow. You're not going to have very many viewers, I guess.
We need a quite frankly counter. It's going to be in the hundreds. I've been on for 3 hours today. It's definitely in the hundreds, quite frankly. I don't even do it on purpose. Oh, look at that. The first person up here. I feel like I've talked to them before. Yeah, what's up? Do you support Trump? Dun, 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 dun. That was loud. Ronald, tell me the definition of misogyny. I don't know who Ronald is, quite frankly.
You are a tiny liberal kid who knows nothing about...
Nothing about... We're waiting. What's up? Do you support Trump?
Yep.
Why is that?
I have a couple different reasons, all basically comparable in importance to me. If you want me to list a few, and you can just choose which one.
Overall, why do you support Trump? Sure, go for it.
Yeah, I supported intervention in Venezuela, potential intervention in Greenland, mass deportations. I like that he struck down Biden's executive order giving additional Medicaid to LGBTQ people. And in theory, I support the tariffs, although I'll concede that they were implemented very poorly.
Hold on, give me a second. I got to take notes. Mass deportation. You said tariffs, and in theory, tariffs. You said
Venezuela, Greenland,
mass deportation, tariffs. What else did you say?
I think that's it. And the executive order that he struck down Biden's executive order, but that's pretty low on the list, to be honest. I just liked it.
So let's go. Let's go over Venezuela. I'll just give you my stance. I agree Maduro should be held accountable, but the way we did it wasn't arguably the best way to do it. So there's going to be my stance. Do you disagree with my stance?
How do you think we could have gone about it better than we did?
I don't know exactly, but that definitely could have gone worse. That definitely could have gone a turn, especially with the loyalists in Venezuela. Definitely could have turned out a lot different.
Do you think the regime change should have been more aggressive?
Well, there was no regime change.
I know. Well, I suppose that's what I mean. Do you think we should have actually engaged in real regime change rather than just leaving his?
No, we shouldn't have engaged in a regime change. Venezuela, Iran, nope.
Oh, I agree with the Iran part, but I agree with you. There was.
Well, if we were gonna do it, we should have also gotten his VP, because now she's in power.
Yes, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. So you think?
I would have agreed with that. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so more aggressively, get his VP out of there. Maybe
because I can agree. They were very minimal casualties. I think there were a couple on the Venezuelan side, but U.S. they were very minimal. I think that it was.
Just a few injuries, but no deaths, basically.
Right. I think overall, I agree with it. They should be held accountable, but I think more,
So I think
a little differently.
I think our disagreement here wouldn't be over. I mean, it sounds like we have marginal differences of opinion on how it should have been carried out, but in principle, we both agree that it was a good thing that we intervened on some level. I think that our difference of opinion is about why we should have intervened, because largely I think that Maduro, getting Maduro out of there, the reasoning that the Trump administration gave was not really the real reason, right? Like we got him on arms trafficking and drugs, but the real reason was because Venezuela is essentially a communist country, and they wanted to get Maduro out of there because war in the East is becoming more and more possible over sometime in the next few decades. And I think that it's dangerous to have a essentially communist nation directly below our southern border when we might be going into a proxy war with China over Taiwan. Also, the raw minerals located in South America.
Right.
We can use that to make chips.
My only question would be,
Sorry.
are there any actual communist countries in the world?
I mean, not. Well, I've met like real communists, so no, not in
terms of government.
No. But
I guess like you said, we don't have many disagreements. That could be a reason why Donald Trump did it. No, I would disagree with that. I think they definitely should be held accountable, just the way we went about it. I guess we can move over to Greenland. What about Greenland? Why do you support him drafting a military plan to invade Greenland? Why do you support that?
So there's two practical reasons, and one reason based on predictions about future international conflict. Again, referencing China. The two practical reasons would be that we need space to put AI data centers, and because Greenland is it has a very cold climate year round, it's actually very efficient to put data centers there, which I don't love AI. I think it needs to be regulated more strictly, but if we need to put the data center somewhere, it's Greenland is a good enough place. That's a small reason, but I'll move on. Massive mineral deposits, massive oil deposits. That helps us be less reliant on the Middle East for our oil and on the East for our minerals. And then the predictive reason is because geographically it's very close to Russia. Russia's a potential ally for China as conflict with them becomes more probable. And I think that it would be bad to give Russia the opportunity to establish military outposts around Greenland, which I think that they are probably far more willing to do than the U.S. is. I don't think that Russia they've proved to be pretty unscrupulous about their willingness to invade foreign countries.
I don't think that they would have ever invaded Greenland because they're territory of Denmark, and Denmark is a part of NATO. An attack on one is an attack on all. That would literally start World War III if Russia or China were ever to invade. Now, what I would just ask here is what is the evidence that Russia and China were inching closer to inching closer to Greenland, and that would just be my question. What is the evidence that they were inching closer to Greenland that led us to do that?
Well, it's not
that led Donald Trump.
Yeah, it's not that they're inching closer, although I did hear that Russian warships were circling. So I suppose that it would be unreasonable to say that they're inching closer to invading Greenland. It's more so that in the worst case scenario that we really did go into not just a proxy war, but a legitimate confrontation with China over Taiwan. I think that Russia would be enemy of my enemy is my friend. They would be a very natural ally for China to make in that situation. And even if they weren't to invade Greenland, I think that it would be very easy for them to use it as perhaps an in-between spot for resource shipping for the military, a spot to put their boats, things like this. And yes, that would be, I suppose the NATO thing that you mentioned is completely true, but that would also be the case if the US invaded Greenland.
Exactly, which is why I don't support Donald Trump attempting to invade Greenland, because A, he would get impeached. Either A, he would get impeached, or B, that would start a conflict with the United States and NATO, and that would dissolve NATO in the sense of we're not going to be a part of NATO, but mainly he would just get impeached. Yeah,
I suppose we have a fact. He probably would get impeached, but I support it if he could pull it off. But I guess we have a fundamental disagreement about how important our membership in NATO is, or maybe how important NATO is in general. I don't really the U.S. makes up, I think it's 73% of the NATO budget. My figure could be wrong there.
That's because, I can agree with you that whatever figure, it's going to be high because we have the biggest, the largest GDP in modern in American history ever, right? So of course we're gonna be contributing more to NATO because our GDP is bigger.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, yes, of course, I agree with you that is the reason. But my point being that if we are the largest contributor to NATO by such a wide margin, and also I would say that the amount that what people don't understand is like a lot of the contributions that these European countries make to NATO is actually like they're redirecting support that the US has given them in the past. They're not actually taking money out of their own economy to support NATO. It's all like NATO basically runs off of the US economy, the US military industrial complex. In essence, like we are NATO essentially, which is why I find it to be such a redundant system to have, to make us somehow culpable.
Well, the thing is, he can't pull it off. Like, I'm sorry for interrupting you, but like, I just want to go back to wait. He can't pull it off. Like, Denmark has said, NATO said that they're going to shoot first, ask questions later. And he cannot pull it off if he attempts to invade Greenland. Like, yes, we have the strongest military in the world, the biggest GDP, but he would need Congress's approval. And they would never approve that.
Didn't we just attack Iran without Congress's approval, though? We just started, I don't agree with it, but we just started a war with Iran without Congress's approval.
Right, but then he would just like get impeached.
But
if he did that with NATO.
But then wouldn't he have been in?
I mean, the same thing happened with Iraq. With like,
what
Bush,
if he?
Right?
I don't think that he. I mean, we just started a war with Iran. He did it without Congress's approval, and he didn't get impeached. Also, couldn't we just pull out of NATO first and then attack Greenland?
Yeah, if we pull then so even if we pull out of NATO, NATO would still be a thing. It's not like
but they wouldn't be able to like. They wouldn't even pose any type of significant threat to the U.S. in a direct military confrontation.
But then again, like you're like. It would be like such a, it would be like a geopolitical nightmare, and like no one would support that. No American would support that.
I agree.
No congressman would support that either.
I suppose I agree
with you. Are you just saying that he's just gonna like do it without Congress's like approval, or like?
I'm saying that there is precedent here for doing things without Congress's approval, like potentially starting massive wars without Congress's approval, which is what we just did. I'll reiterate, I don't support what we're doing in Iran, but that is the precedent for,
and I don't support that.
I know.
I mean, even Republicans are turning against him. I mean, we had like one Republican in the Senate that voted for the War Powers Resolution, right? I mean, not all of them, but some of them are starting to realize, hey, like we need to get his shit together. Like he can't just be starting wars without Congress's approval, right? And now most presidents are gonna like disagree, saying that that's like a violation of the Article 2 or whatever. But the point is that the Wars Power Resolution Act is a thing, and that's where that's just where we're at now. Now you're saying there is precedent. Yeah, I agree with you there, but
I understand.
I don't think it's good. I don't think that it's good.
It's a valid point. I guess I just disagree over how important having congressional approval is to start a war. I don't really put too much stock in congressional approval in that way. Like I think that we should elect better executives. I don't think like if a president can start a war without congressional approval and not get impeached, I don't think that Congress holds very much power anyway. So I don't really take too much stock in that aspect.
Do you think a president should be impeached if they start a war without Congress's approval?
No. I don't think that. I think
most presidents would like agree with you going back since 1973 when it was when the War Powers Resolution Act was made in place. Like most presidents are gonna like agree with you there, but it's still law. That's just like a fact. So
we could probably find common ground in that. I think there would be grounds to impeach Trump, not in terms of doing it without congressional approval, just by nature of like what we did to Iran. I think that could be argued to be grounds for impeachment from a certain perspective, but
so I have a question. Like overall, you still support Trump, like knowing everything you know now.
Yes,
if you could go back in time,
because we haven't even gotten to the mass. I've like the mass deportation.
On the mass deportation, that's a topic I want to get into. Why do you support mass deportation? What's one benefit
of why I support mass? I mean that's
what's one benefit of mass deportation? Yeah.
All right, I like that. What's one benefit of mass deportations? Well, there are several. I mean, largely, I don't ever argue this from an economic perspective, because even if it would be an economic detriment to the U.S. to deport massive numbers of illegal immigrants, I would still want to do it. It's largely because I think that I don't want to get too fundamental. So I'm pretty anti-Zionist, but Israel outlined this very well in something called the Yonim plan. because they identified that they're a very small nation. And I promise this is related, by the way. They identified that they're a very small nation in an area populated by nations with very diverse ethnic groups. And back in the 1970s, they predicted that they would be able to overturn governments in Egypt, in Jordan, in Lebanon, in Syria, because these nations were very divided ethnically and religiously. And turned out they were right. They did it with the U.S.'s backing, but they were right that these nations proved to be unstable. I believe that having very deep ethnic and religious lines drawn throughout the U.S. makes us weak politically as a nation. I think that ethnic lines and religious lines naturally create different objectives for different groups of people, and I don't think that that's productive. I think that homogeneity in general is better for productivity and societal cohesion in terms of achieving like a common goal.
What do you mean ethnically? What do you mean by that?
Well, I think, for example, there's something to be said about like being an immigrant, like to be an immigrant in another country. Like many immigrants assimilate, but many don't. Many carry over pre-existing cultural, cultural tenets from their prior country, and therefore they may have different objectives in society. Like somebody who immigrates from Sudan is not necessarily going to have the same priorities that somebody born in like New Hampshire.
Real quick, what is American culture to you?
Like fundamentally or now? Like what I want American culture to be, what I find it to be, or like descriptively what it is now?
What it is now.
What American culture is now broadly, I guess that depends on what your definition of America is, but I would say there is none. We don't really have a culture because of the vast, vast number of ethnicities, religions, cultures.
It's just a melting pot. Melting pot of culture.
I suppose so, but I see that as a misleading term coined by a pseudo-intellectual.
So what do you want American culture to be?
Well, essentially, this is kind of a whole conversation in and of itself, which I'm fine getting into, but largely I wish American culture was the modern comforts that we have now with the ethnic diversity and religious culture of like probably before the Hart-Celler Act. So before mass immigration.
I'm so sorry. You're going to have to repeat that last part you said. I was sending a text message. Can you repeat that last part?
Perfectly fine. I mean, what would I want American culture to be?
Yeah. I mean, you brought up like you.
I understand. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how to phrase it in a way that's not going to, I understand. You seem like a pretty level-headed guy, but usually I'll essentially say this is traditional pre-white guilt Anglo culture from Europe, like Italian culture. My opinion is that America pre-Hart-Celler, pre-1993 Immigration Act was meant to be maybe a melting pot, but a melting pot of European ethnicities, right? Because, not that...
In other words, you're just saying white people.
I mean, yes, just white people, basically, because although European cultures do vary, they are essentially like you will find many, many, many common denominators of culture throughout Europe, whether it's Southern Europe, Northern Europe, Western Europe. Although they're like,
why do you want America to be like predominantly white?
Well, as I just said, because I want like white people tend to be from a certain type of place let me rephrase that. White people tend to be tie their ethnic heritage to Europe, in which there are cultures that tend to function very, very well when pushed close together. It's not Eastern Europe, obviously. Eastern Europe is its own special case, but most of Western Europe, Southern Europe, Northern Europe, all of these cultures tend to function well together despite differences because they share geographical roots, ethnic heritage, things like this. So I think that, like, I don't have any hatred in my heart for other ethnicities. I just think that if the Hart-Celler Act was never passed and America remained largely European dominated, we would be able to create a much more centralized objective for the country rather than everybody having their own priorities. And because, diversity breeds animosity, in my opinion. It creates division.
Listen, man, the reason why I kicked you is because it's not just like a conversation that I, want to have right now. I just.
No, that's kind of insane.
Yeah. That's insane. I mean, I don't know. It's like I was kind of like he was like beating around the bush, right? And then I just asked him like just white people, I don't know. That's just an insane view. I mean, yeah, I
Restart?
I don't know if we should do a restart like I did at this plus.
Hello? What did you just say? Hello?
I didn't understand. Moma is back. Oh my god.
Is your mic disconnected?
Moma. Let's see what
Jeremiah?
Moma wants. What did you say, by the way? Yes,
Bro,
Bro, what?
you've been here so many times. I saw you on another live earlier. And that was.
Is my mic disconnected? It should be.
I can't hear you.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, perfect.
There we go. That's so much better.
Wait, what did you say? And you said I've gone all night. Oh, it got pushed back. What time?
Right now, it says like 1:30 in the morning, but they still haven't taken off, so it's just going to keep getting pushed back.
Makes sense. Okay, yeah. So we've had a couple conversations. What do you want?
Yeah, I mean, I want to talk about Trump, but I want to make sure you engage with like the arguments that I'm making.
You're the one who didn't engage with my arguments. I made the argument about Melania Trump. You refused to engage with that argument, and then you refused to provide evidence with Jen the other night in terms of that argument. I still haven't got a concession. What do you want to talk about, though? What do you want to talk about?
With Trump, I mean, we should definitely like why I support him. I mean, how about do you support what we're doing to Iran?
No, I think it's horrible.
Really, pro dictator.
Yep. No, that's actually you. You're pro dictator, not me, silly goose.
Well, we actually
real quick, can you say happy birthday to Reagan?
I don't know why. To Reagan? And
yeah. You don't want to say happy birthday? Why not?
Because I don't know her. I mean, it'd be meaningless coming from me. I don't even know who she is.
Just she's the one on the bottom. Just say happy birthday. It's like courtesy. You know it's her birthday, so just say happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Reagan.
Thanks.
Anyways, no, I'm not pro dictator. You're pro dictator.
No, I mean, we actually unalived a dictator, right? So I think that's a really good thing. I mean, don't you?
I think that bringing people to justice is a good thing, yes.
Yeah, right. And so that was Trump who did that, who, took out this dictator.
So he got us into a war that now involves 13 different countries, either directly or indirectly, involving now Asia, Europe, and NATO.
Oh, we're going to win. We're definitely going to win. Okay.
So you support what happened with Iraq in the 2000s, right?
Iraq, well, I don't know that much about that because I was like before my time.
Before your time. That's probably okay. Yeah, why do you support what's going on with Iran?
Because I think that, it's a good message to send to like these dictators that mess around and find out, right? I mean, they wouldn't make
what makes someone a dictator
if they hold absolute power over their country.
Like, for example, if they try to overthrow democracy and instill themselves as president when they weren't lawfully elected.
Nah, if they hold absolute power over their country, that's what I define.
What if they attempted to hold quote unquote absolute power? Would they be a wannabe dictator?
I mean, you could say that, sure, right? If they attempt.
So then Trump is a wannabe dictator.
Yeah, sure.
So then why do you support a wannabe dictator?
Because he's not a dictator.
He's a wannabe dictator. The only reason why he's not a dictator.
I'm a wannabe.
The only reason why he's not a dictator is because of the fact that Mike Pence didn't certify this electoral slates.
So if Mike Pence certified it, then Trump would have been a dictator.
Yes, because he would have been unlawfully the president of the United States of America. Yes.
And he would hold absolute power.
Yes. I'm sorry, but when a president instills themselves when they didn't win the election and they don't listen to the voices of the people, yes, that's a dictator.
Okay, so Trump, if Mike Pence hadn't certified the election, Trump would have absolute power over the country. He would be able to do whatever he wants, fire judges, right? He'd be able to do any of this stuff, fire Supreme Court justices, like all these things that a dictator can do, right?
Whether or not he did that or not, that's irrelevant. Someone who overthrows democracy and attempts to instill themselves for a second term when they weren't lawfully elected is a dictator. I mean, that's why Maduro is a dictator, because he was in office when he was unlawfully.
Why Maduro was a dictator is because Maduro had absolute power, right? That's one of the requirements. That's one of the requirements. Absolute power. It means that you have full control over all of the government, all of the branches, right? There's nothing, you can write laws, you have full control over the executive, judicial, and legislative branches of your government, right? That's what absolute power is. That's what Khomeini had. He could write laws, he could execute laws, he could, he controlled.
So if he silenced the voices of tens of millions of people, what makes you think he couldn't just take over to have absolute power if he silenced the voices of millions of people?
Why couldn't he have absolute power of America? Because America wouldn't put up with it.
I mean,
our system's not built for that.
Then why did he try to overthrow democracy?
You're really overestimating the guy, thinking he could become a dictator of America. I mean, you think he's some sort of genius who's going to be able to do that?
No, he's a wannabe dictator.
But you think, if Trump, if Mike Pence hadn't...
I don't want to talk to you again. Oh, she is gone, quite frankly.
Sorry.
You're chilling.
I keep trying to check on my grandpa's fucking flight. It now says 1:40 in the morning. I was gonna go to bed early, wake up early, do my makeup and stuff, and neither of those things are gonna happen.
Stop beating everyone that kicks you. What do you mean? I've kicked people. The last guy was a white supremacist. The one before that one. That one I've talked to 4 times, by the way. I don't think I'm kicking people for no reason.
By the way, I just want to say you've been here this entire fucking time.
Appreciate the love.
Giving fan energy.
Quite frankly, indeed. And you probably lost every time. Come up here and name a point I lost. Can I come up, Gavin? You know what? You want to cry?
What? Hello.
Why do you want to cry, Gavin? What's up?
I don't know. I'm a little down in the dumps.
Oh.
Why?
I'm home alone, and
girlfriend isn't home.
My family isn't home. My mom's at work, and then my brothers went to go hang out with their friends, and I'm kind of I just want to hang out.
I'm right there with you, bro. My plans got canceled today. And
I wasn't gonna hang out, but I don't feel good at all.
Same. Quite frankly, I've been on for 3.5 hours. Probably gonna get off here soon.
Oh.
Wow, the second I want to come up.
Have you said happy birthday to Reagan, Gavin?
I have. I said earlier in the 2 live streams ago?
I don't remember you. I mean, not you. I don't remember you 2 live streams ago.
I put happy birthday in Patrick Star voice.
I don't remember this.
Yeah, I don't remember it. Can you do it again?
Happy birthday.
I definitely don't remember that.
Well, no, I put in brackets happy birthday in Patrick Star voice.
I never saw that.
Yeah.
I apologize.
You support Dina Parker as an independent. I don't support them at all. Great question. I mean,
do they deserve a platform? No. Are they American? No.
What? They're American. What are we doing?
Is Parker cute? Not really.
He actually thinks you're fucking 5'3". You're 5'3", that guy with messed up teeth writing your girl who uses words she doesn't know the definition of.
I thought that was about me. I swear I thought that was you guys coming at me.
Yo, what's up? Do you support Trump?
Is that for me?
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going, man? Thanks for having me on your live. I guess so, man. He's the president, right? How about you guys?
No, we don't support him.
Pretty cut and dry. Well, I'll tell you why I support him. Maybe you can help me understand why you don't, you know?
Of course, go for it.
I think a lot of it comes down to we're living in a time that nobody's seen before. It just caters to everybody's emotions way too much. If we're really talking about actions where we find reprehensible of any leader, I don't think there's a single one that can be saved. The tear when that guy got president, I thought it was a beautiful moment, kid. But dude, there's people that literally, you know, don't like to see that there's blue skies because of the amount of drones he dropped, and you know he did more gas attacks.
What's going on with Iran right now? What?
No. He's got a point. He's got a point. They were scared of drones. Right now, they're scared of fucking missiles.
No, dude. I'm not saying what I'm going to is you're asking the prompt is why do I support Trump, right?
You haven't given me like a coherent reason though.
No, I'm going through a little, I guess, diatribe. If you want a concise reason, it was my starting point that he is the president, and up so far with all these Epstein files and stuff like that, nothing that I could see that, you know, merits this man going directly to prison. If something comes out that he touched kid, burn him in Times Square. Couldn't care less.
All right. So I will give you some evidence that he was involved in that. Okay.
Let's see it.
So there was an interview with Howard Stern, of all people.
I know the interview. He's talking about the Miss Universe pageant. By the way that these pageants work in the back, there's not a lot of expectation of privacy. A lot of these girls, they have to get like their things tailored right in front. Now, it was a sleazeball kind of comment either way. I'm not saying it's not. At that point, he's not running for political office. And I've been working with artists, dude, for 25 years. Don't ask me how or when, but I've been working with them for 25 years. And groupies...
The thing is, hold on, pause. The thing is, the thing is, there is expectation of privacy in a dressing room.
He literally said in the clip that because he's the owner of the pageant, he's allowed to go back and see all these what was the word? I used beautiful last time. Women. Yeah, beautiful women. There's no men around. They're all getting dressed, which implies that there is privacy. He knows expected.
It's perverted.
Yeah.
No, and again, like Gavin said, you know, I'm not saying that it's not a sleazeball move. You know,
it's a definition of sexual exploitation.
Yeah, it's like bare bones sexual exploitation.
No, it's not really, because he would have gone to jail. Dude, he's going on Howard Stern. That was the most popular radio station there was right there. Like he would have gotten in jail immediately, dude, regardless of how much money he has. It's like he's going to New York in New York on the Howard Stern show. You think he's going to go there saying he's sexually assaulted? I mean, excuse me, I forgot the TS.
He's admitted to worse. To be fair, he has admitted to a lot worse in the past.
And again, I'm not condoning his behavior. Like right now, the way I see it, if we actually find something, like I'll give you notes, so you guys don't think I'm just like this bootlicker that are just like, well, this guy no matter what. We got people right now that are in this party that are literally purging themselves on the stand, and we're seeing it live, and we're doing nothing about this.
Sexual exploitation means any actual or attempted abuse of position, of vulnerability, differential power, or trust for sexual purposes. Do you agree with that definition of sexual exploitation?
Did he, even if I conceded the fact that is the definition, where did he break it? If he said it sarcastically,
I'm asking you if you agree. Well, hold on.
Yeah, sure. I'll agree to that. I don't know where you read it from, but it sounds fair. But even so, even if he said it in a smarky remark, you would have to now, and again, I want to be really, really clear on that. I do not respect that position. I think it's a really sleazeball comment. I just want everybody to make sure that when I'm debating this point, I'm not just
give me a second here, and I'll address all the points that you've made or you're going to make. So sexual exploitation means any actual attempted abuse of position of vulnerability, differential power, or trust for sexual purposes. This is he would have like checked marked this definition of sexual exploitation because it's any attempted abuse of power.
How is he? But he didn't abuse it in that statement. He made it
because he said he was the owner of the.
Is he not? Was he not the owner of Miss Universe pageant?
Yes, that's exactly the point. Did he have
the authority? Did he have the authority to walk through those pageants?
Does the owner of Kohl's get to just walk in the dressing room because he's the owner of Kohl's?
Yes.
What?
That sounds horrible.
So hold on. If your daughter, grown woman or not, was in her dressing room and the owner of Kohl's walked in on her while she's changing mid naked, you're fine with that because he's the owner.
No, I'm not. It was again. When we're having this conversation, and especially Gavin, because I know that you already kind of jumped on twice onto what I'm saying. I want to make it really, really clear that I'm not defending his position.
But you are.
That's the thing. Okay, I'll give you an example. There's a video of a guy that his kid was essayed in a karate studio, right? And he waited for the guy outside the courtroom and blew his brains out.
Yes, right? I am aware of the case you're talking about. Yes.
Cool. Okay, cool. That guy, all right, I'd sit down and talk with him.
Go ahead,
I would never condone this act. The same with the example that she gave me with the Colts. If my daughter's in there and I find a sleazeball that did that, me personally, I would have an issue with that.
But would that be sexual? But would that be sexual exploitation?
I would have to prove the motive. I would have to prove intent. Now,
So why do you think
I could take the determination into my own hands, and I could end that man right there. I could violently assault him if that would be the case, but that wouldn't prove me wrong. And if we were to take this to court, he could then argue the fact that, hey, listen, man, I was just doing my job. That's what I want to say. Not that I'm cool with the fact that he did it.
Hold on.
Once again, sleazeball that he did it, but he has the benefit of the doubt. Is what I'm saying.
Hold on. Are men allowed into women's spaces?
Yeah, in those particular frames, yeah, like a runway shows.
Men's are allowed in the dressing room.
No, like in runway shows and stuff like that. Yeah, and like for instance, and I'm talking about adults. I don't know how it works. Again, we're only talking about adults, so I don't know.
Real quick, what's the age of consent?
Yeah, I know he had like a teen pageant, and that was kind of where this clip. But he's talking about the Miss Universe pageant with they're all 19.
Real quick, what's the age of consent?
I don't know, 18, right?
Okay.
18, right? It's 21 to drink. It's 18 to have sex, right?
Can kids consent?
No.
Okay.
Statute of
So
limitations.
Maria Belgado said there were some girls as young as 14, 15 years old.
Yeah, that's completely wrong. If there's proof of that, man, we should definitely.
So not only did he admit.
No, dude.
Sexually
If he
exploiting-
did that, if the tape, once again, the Howard Stern thing, and there's several Miss Universe out there that have spoken about it. Once again, still douchebag move. Again, still wrong.
But it's still sexual exploitation. He used his position of power to sexually exploit these women.
We don't know because again, what he's
We do though, and you're just like denying it.
Again, and I agree with you guys that you are probably not wrong in assuming that he had an intent of watching these girls naked, and he's not just checking out how good the product is in his pageant. But what I'm saying is that
he said that.
That's literally what the context of the conversation was with Howard Stern. It was about exploiting and sexually assaulting women.
He listen to the clip. He doesn't say that he goes in there to sexually assault them.
The whole context of the clip was him going in there seeing naked women. That was a whole conversation with Howard Stern was about how they can see naked women and they can do whatever they want because they have so much money.
Is looking at people and is looking at people with specifically is looking at their bodies. Part of the job when you're a judge at that place.
He's not a judge.
He's the owner and. Judges don't go into the dressing room to judge them, okay?
Yeah, they don't judge them pre-outfits.
The reason why I want to go back to the argument, because again, I'm not defending this position. The argument was that
you are though. You keep saying that, but you are. You keep finding every way possible to deny it and defend it because you don't. It's like you don't want it to be true.
No, of course. Like I said, if it was my daughter in the dressing room, again, what I'm saying is that the prompt was that we had support for what's happening right now. So, do we agree that right now the shit's hitting the fan in several parts of the world? We agree on that?
Because of him.
Why are we just like going away from that?
No, because the conversation steered into that particular Howard Stern conversation because Gavin or the host gave that example. So I was clarifying that the example wasn't for underage children, but it was for above age women. Which
no, it was. It doesn't. Hold on. It doesn't matter if it's over the age of 18. But
yeah,
there are reports.
You're talking about the sexual exploitation.
But Maria Belgado did say that there were some girls as young as 14 and 15 years old. She was 18 at the time. Not only did Trump admit to this, so by the way, he wasn't just talking about Miss Universe. He was talking about his pageants in general. We don't know which one he was referencing, but there are reports from Miss Teen USA and Miss USA. Okay, so not only did he admit to sexual exploitation, but people came out and said that he did this.
Okay, so your proof is hearsay, right?
My proof is his admission of guilt and other people coming out and saying he did this.
there's no admission of guilt. He
admitted
said that
he admitted to walking backstage before a show while everyone was getting dressed
to look at sexy girls.
Dude, holy shit, you're
a guy in his 30s or 40s saying that he went backstage in a patch.
Okay, thank God. It's not Jesus. Okay.
Wow. I hope you don't have daughters.
I'm not defending it. Yes, but you are. You're making every excuse possible. I've never heard somebody fight to excuse something so bad.
It's the most critical clip. Yes, rape is bad, but it's literally that clip.
All right, guys, I'm gonna get off.
Have a good night.
Are you playing fucking Geometry Dash again, Gavin?
I'm not playing Geometry Dash.
That was caving.
Hades 2.
Oh, was that caving?
I'm playing Hades 2 right now.
Oh. Anyways, John.
Have y'all fought in any of the towers yet?
Yeah. Yeah, we did one of
You know you
them.
can do those together, right?
Yeah, we do them together, yeah.
Cool. And then you can do the tower on hard as well. I didn't realize that was an option until I was almost done with the game.
Oh, you can actually... change the settings. This guy. I need leather. Give me leather. That's not what I wanted to do. Just give me leather. I don't want to hunt anymore. It's fine. Ready, buddy?
Have you talked to the dude in the 2-story building? So if you go up to where the cows are, the building that's to the immediate left, if you go upstairs,
Yeah,
go up that ramp.
I talked to him. I don't remember what he wanted though. I haven't been back here.
As you fill up your Palpedia, he gives you things.
Yeah, you've recorded 20 species. This is incredible. Please accept this reward as a token of my appreciation. What did he give me? Oh, he gave me something. I don't know. The chat's in the way. Nikki, where are you? Nikki.